Welcome to Fighting Stats, the ultimate channel for UFC fans who love statistics and betting breakdowns. I'm your host, Art C, and today I'll be getting you ready for the upcoming UFC fight. Here at FightingStats.com, we have exclusive UFC stats not available anywhere else. We can tell you how often a fighter throws that left hook or that right jab in southpaw, how often they move backwards, or how often they throw kicks. We have all of that information, but that is not all. In this series, I'll be watching tape and I'll give you my real-time analysis on how the fight's gonna go. I'm gonna watch for fighter strengths, weaknesses, tendencies, and overall strategies to give you my prediction on how I think the fight is gonna go and ultimately who's gonna win. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. Welcome to Fighting Stats. Welcome back to Fighting Stats. All right, guys, we're going live here. We're trying something new. We're going vertical video this day. It's 6 a.m. in the morning on Saturday morning. I've been up since 3 o'clock. Went to sleep at 1 o'clock, so I'm on 2 hours of sleep, but that's more than enough for me. Let's kick this off. So for those that are new here, this is Fighting Stats. What I'll do is we're going to be watching the UFC stream together. I'll be commentating. I'll provide you my breakdowns before the fights actually happen. I'll take you through some of our fighting stats, what sort of bets I like pre-fight, and then when the fights come on, I'll give you play-by-play. I'll tell you what to bet, what to look for, what to live bet, and make some money there. Overall, in 2024, we've been really successful in live betting. Overall, record 179 wins, 129 losses. We are up over $47,000. That's 95 units of profit. Average bet size of about 405. Average odds of 218. So yeah, we're really running there with UFC live bets. Those are not included in our pre-bet site, pre-bet record as well. And we're doing pretty good on pre-fight lines there. So the last prelim, the feature prelim's just ending there. So we're going to get started. The main card's going to be on soon. And I want to get to you all the bets and such. So welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining here. It looks like Su Young Yu just won by unanimous decision there. So let's get it started here. Let me see what we need to talk about. The next fight on the fight card, or the first fight of the prelims, I think is going to be the Volkan Ozdemir versus Carlos Ulberg fight. That one's pretty big for me. I do like the underdog if you've been following any social media content. But I'll go through the fight and tell you why exactly, and then we'll get you some specific bets and such like that. But in the meantime, again, Volkan Ozdemir on the money line here. So let me just share my screen. Let me know in the comments below if it's working or not. Again, it is a vertical video type of stream, and I'm trying to stream to Instagram as well. So a couple of new things here. Thought I'd try it out on a good Saturday morning. And again, the kids and the family is asleep, so I'm going to have to keep my voice down just to make sure that they don't wake up. One of the rules is you don't want to wake up your wife on Saturday morning after having to a long work a week there. All right, let me pull it up here. So we're going to pull up the Ozdemir Ulberg stats here. Let me bring it over here to this side. Give me a second. And then let's do this. We'll go full screen. I think you can see that. Okay. These are our fighting stats stats reports here. There's 5 pages long of UFC stats. Tells you all the detailed striking, detailed grappling, all things like that. But we'll run through it. Just make sure. Let me just center it on the page so that you can see everything. Let me know in the comments if you can see it, if you can't see it, and go from there. Might be a little bit blurry there, but okay. So we'll start here. Volkan Ozdemir 8-6 in the UFC. Carlos Ulberg 6-1 in the UFC. So Carlos Ulberg definitely have a fancier record with 6 wins. You can see 67% of Carlos Ulberg's wins are by KO. He does have one loss. That was his UFC debut. He lost by KO. Volkan Ozdemir, 8-6, half of his wins by TKO. He does have some submission wins, which is interesting, something to keep an eye on. And then 38% decision wins. 33% of his losses coming from KO. Most of his losses are coming from decision here. So we go down here to the tail of the tape here. We have Volkan Ozdemir blue offensively on the blue side, Carlos Alberg here on the red side. So this is the tail of the tape, gives you a high-level summary of the numbers here. So Volkan Ozdemir going to be a power puncher. Most of his strikes, 77% of the strikes going to be distance strikes. Ground times, he goes 10% of his strikes landed are going to be at the ground and 14% in the clinch there. He does go to the target, 78% of the time at 39% head strike accuracy, pretty good. And then you can see here, Carlos Alberg red defensively defense allows 42% of head strike shots to be successful. So not a great number for head strike defense. Volkan Ozdemir also goes to legs. He does go to legs at 12% of the time, landing at 88% strike accuracy. So something to keep an eye on. He has attempted 15 takedowns, and 5 of them have been successful. A lot more takedowns recently in his most recent fights. So again, that's something to watch as well. Carlos Alberg has only seen 4 takedown attempts in his UFC career, one of them landing, so about 25% takedown defense. He has been knocked down. That was his one loss against Kennedy Nzechukwu, so worth noting there. And he has seen a decent number of leg kicks as well as 16%. Most of the strikes being absorbed is on at a distance, only 4% on the ground. And I'll tell you in a bit why that's relevant. On the Alberg side here, head strike accuracy, 51%, pretty good numbers there. And Volkan head strike defense, 37%. So Alberg landing at a high clip there as well. Has 5 knockdowns in the UFC for Carlos Alberg. Volkan Ozdemir, long UFC career, only been knocked down twice. And then you can see here, Alberg 3 of 4 in takedown, 75% overall takedown success. So a couple of things I wanted to show you is the offensive striking numbers here. You can see the breakdown here by round. Average strikes thrown by round. Volkan Ozdemir pretty busy here at 46 strikes thrown in round 1, 38 in round 2, and 44 in round 3. Landing 23, 19, and 19. You do see that Volkan Ozdemir, when he does land those knockdowns, 4 of them come in round 1, 2 of them in round 2. Defensively, Volkan Ozdemir does absorb more strikes as into the 3rd round. Worth noting there and something to keep an eye on there. Offensive striking for Carlos Alberg, same sort of deal. 24 strikes landed in round 1, 38 in round 2, and 29 strikes in round number 3 here. Has been knocked down. We talked about the knockdowns, 5 knockdowns there. And then not a huge leg kicker, but he will work it in here. You can see he landed 5 of 6 against Dawoon Jung. I wanted to show you, let's go back here, Volkan Ozdemir, offensive striking. He's a decent-sized leg kicker. He brought out the leg kicks there. The Walker fight was pretty short. So was the Guskov fight. Krylov, not a big leg kicker. Paul Craig, he leg kicked there. So worth noting and keep an eye on the outside low kicks for Volkan Ozdemir. The other thing I wanted to show you here is the grappling report here. Volkan Ozdemir, offensive grappling. You can see here he's been trying to take down every single opponent out of the last. So he's tried to take down 5 of the last 6 opponents. Only one that he didn't take down or tried to was Johnny Walker, which was a 1st round KO there. He tried to take down Boskov. He tried to take down Krylov. He tried to take down Paul Craig. He ended up on top of Paul Craig, landed 29 seconds of control against Paul Craig. Worth noting that's how confident he is going down to the ground there. So, and the reason I say that is, again, Carlos Alberg has only seen 4 takedown attempts. 2 of them were against Dawoon Jung in the 3rd round. Worth noting that Dawoon Jung didn't shoot a takedown until round 3, and then when he did, he immediately got Carlos Alberg down in round number 3 there. So, worth keeping an eye on that. So, overall, I think Carlos Alberg he's going to be the better technical striker. I think he can definitely win a decision. I think he can stay on the outside, but his game plan is going to be trying to avoid the damage, trying to really circle the outside. I do favor Volkan's power. I favor Volkan's durability and chin. I think that Carlos Alberg's, again, going to have more technical strikes. He can land some big punches there as well, but I think the level of competition is definitely a little bit higher on the Volkan side. So let's get into some of my bets that I have. Let me bring them up here just in a second. Again, I talked about Volkan Ozdemir. I think the forward pressure of Volkan Ozdemir is going to make a difference. We saw in the Kennedy and Nzechukwu fight that he doesn't really like moving backwards. He's only had 3 fights in the UFC go past the 1st round. Did Carlos Alberg. The first one is against Kennedy and Nzechukwu, and again, he didn't look great into round 2, definitely slowing down into rounds 2 and 3. The next 2 fights against Water Buffalo and Dawoon Jug went to round 3, but those guys were really low volume, really didn't push the pace enough for it to really matter. Carlos Ulberg able to take the center of the cage fight at a distance and land his strikes at will. So I think if Volkan can press him early, then the pressure could get to Carlos Ulberg. I think he can fade later on into the fight. Carlos Ulberg's best round probably going to be round 1. And again, it really depends on the forward pressure of Volkan here. So let's take a look at the lines. Again, I do have these things here covering it up. Okay, so here it is here. Oh, it's the next fight. Oh, look at this. Whoops, I thought that we were already onto the main card there. Ming Yang is the next fight versus Ozzy Diaz. So let me just finish with the Volkan Ozdemir, and I'll go over to the Ming Yang fight. Volkan Ozdemir at plus 210, not a bad look here on the money line. Plus 210 again. I think he has the value there, especially at plus 210. Hard to lay the juice on Carlos Ulberg. He's been this big of a favorite against a lot less competition. So again, this is a bigger step up, best opponent that he's fought, and still a big favorite here. So the other one I liked here is the Volkan Ozdemir finish only line. Now a lot of people are going to say Carlos Ulberg's going to starch him, but again, Volkan Ozdemir's been in there with the best of the best. He went toe to toe with Yuri. He had Yuri on skates. Went there with Ankalaev, who's going to be fighting for the title soon. So his losses are legit losses. I do think he throws with more power, and I think Carlos Ulberg can win a decision. So I like this finish only line from Volkan. I think he can put it out there, and if Carlos Ulberg is the better technical guy, he stays on the outside and wins a decision. At least this bet pushes if Carlos Ulberg wins a decision. I'm not ruling out Volkan Ozdemir's submission because I do think that will grapple. He has been grappling a lot with Chimaev at All Stars there. If you look at some of these props here, let's go down to the takedowns. Takedowns landed. Volkan Ozdemir. Oh man, I gotta play that. I didn't see that before. All right, so the other thing I wanted to note is I do have my screen. I'm sharing my screen here, DraftKings and FanDuel, but I will be betting or actually putting the bets down through the phone, just a little bit easier and for logistic reasons. So I'll call out the lines on the phone, but then I'll actually bet it through I'll call them out on the screen that we see. We'll keep an eye out so we can see the lines, and then when I'm actually betting them, though, I'm going to be planning them on the phone. And then we'll keep track of it there. So I did notice this Volkan Ozdemir 2 takedown lines at plus 650. I do think he grapples, and I think the takedowns come a little bit easier into those later rounds. So I do want to add that before I forget it and before I run out of time. So just give me a second. When I looked at it, I only played the over half at plus 120, over half a takedown, but I'm going to play this 2 takedowns. 3 takedowns is 1,800. I might have to sprinkle that as well. Carlos Ulberg going to be your typical striker. He's from City Kickboxing, trains with Adesanya, all that stuff. So what do you do with the kickboxer? You try to take him down. Again, I'm into a spot that he's uncomfortable with. We really haven't seen Carlos Ulberg have much time off of his back. So again, I do think it's a clear path to victory. Who knows? It could end in round 1. Carlos Ulberg could starch him right away in round 1, but I'm willing to take the plus 350, plus 650, and the plus 1,800 on Ozdemir takedowns. Let me just get this in. We're going to do 3 plus for $50 and 2 plus for 150. Yeah, let's do that. I'm already big on Ozdemir. Every bet I send now through DraftKings goes to a trader. All right, so the 3 plus goes through, plus 1,800 for $50. The 2 plus now has to go to a trader and reviewed. The 2 plus goes through as well. So we want a lot of Volkan takedowns. A Volkan submission in rounds 2 or 3 is definitely the nuts there. So again, I talked about Ulberg slowing down into rounds 2 and 3. I definitely think that's possible. So I take some Ozdemir late props as well, and then go from there. So let's go back because I didn't. Again, this is the Ozzy Diaz fight on next, and I'll talk about that later. Right now in a bit. I don't have anything pre-fight for the Ozzy Diaz fight. I was really hoping to live bet this one. So Ming Yang has a lot of first-round finishes. Let me show you here. I wonder if it's buggy. Every time I open up a new tab, let me know if, yeah. Let me know in the chat if you can see it or what's going on here. This is the fight night. Ozzy Diaz doesn't look like he's in the best shape. He's coming out here just hugging his corner. So we have a little bit of time, but I just wanted to show you here. Ming Yang. So he's 17-6 for Ming Yang. Most of his wins going to be first round finishes here. As you can see his KOs. He has 11 KOs, all of them coming in the first round. He has 6 submission wins as well, all of them coming in the first round there as well. Does not have a lot of fights that go past the first round, so it's definitely something you want to take an eye on. The odds on the KO was minus, heavily juiced, and round 1 was heavily juiced there as well. It might not be bad to take like a Ming Yang round 2, just because I like to be a little bit contrarian. I don't see a page of like first round KOs and then dying to bet first round KO, especially into the UFC where the level of competition is a little bit harder. So let me see round props. Yeah, Ming Zhang to win in round 1 is minus 125, and then round 2 jumps up to plus 450. So that's not a bad look there. But again, I do. He puts everything into his punches. He throws with a lot of power there. So I think that the into rounds 2 and 3 could be a little bit different. Oh, my camera's not working here. Hold on. I'm having some technical problems here. Let me move back to this. Oh, nothing's working now. Oh, geez. Okay, give me a second when I can fix this. What's happening here? Turn this on. How did I do this last time? It flashed. All right, Ming Yang's still walking out, so we have a little bit of time here. Hopefully you can still hear me. If you can't see me, that's fine. You don't need to see my face at 6 in the morning, but let's get this working here. It'd be nice to get it working so you guys can see everything going. Yeah, I just wanted to talk about, round 1, a lot of round 1 finishes for Ming Yang. Ozzy Diaz has a couple of round 1 finishes as well. I think Ming Yang's going to have a lot more power on the feet. I think he can definitely starch him. Big favorite, and I just don't know what he looks like outside of round 2, outside of round 1. So I'm waiting to see. I'm seeing if I can get a live bet. Joey Diaz went, or Ozzy Diaz went to round 2 with Joe Piper. Joe Piper pretty much an animal as well, so decent power as well. So not out of the question that he can get to round 2, and that was his only semi-UFC guy against the UFC guy, right, in Joe Piper. Everybody else has been these LFA guys, Bellator guys, nobody of real note for Ozzy Diaz. So again, I think Ozzy Diaz probably gets starched, but I'm going to see if we can get a live line on Ozzy Diaz into round number 2. See this. Hold on. Well, maybe I try with the camera here. Hold on. A lot of screens, a lot of windows open. All right. There we go. The screen's back up here. I'm in the office today. We'll go back to this one here. All right. So there we are here. Oh, yeah. All right. They're in the cage here. We're going to get started. I'll show you my screens here. All right, so just to reference, I wanted to reference the top screen here is going to be the DraftKings lines. The bottom screen here is going to be FanDuel's lines. I'm going to put here the names. Diaz is going to be in the blue corner. Ming Yang going to be in the red corner. So I'll start my timer when the fight actually starts so you can follow along. It tells you exactly where it is. Then in the rounds, I'll tell you who I think won the round. I'll help you be able to live bet a little bit better there as well. Technical problems, man. A lot of stuff going on. All right. Turn up this volume a little bit. Let me know if you're in the chat. How's it going, everybody? Nobby Buckles, I like that name. Are we looking to live bet round 2 Diaz if he doesn't get KO'd in the first? Pretty much what I'm thinking, right? I really want to see what Yang. It really depends on what that first round looks like, how hard he's going, all that stuff. So that's the intention, though, is to try to live bet it if it gets out of the first round, or live bet it if we can get some decent lines here. So I got my DraftKings going, I got my FanDuel going. I'm gonna start this clock. All right, they're off. So Zhang's going to be in the red trunks. Diaz is going to be in the black trunks. Zhang takes the orthodox stance, center of the cage. Man, he looks big. At the same time, we try to get the live lines up. FanDuel always, or sorry, DraftKings always waits to get the lines. Push kick there from Yang. Outside low kick lands for Yang as well. Another outside low kick there from Zhang. Diaz comes forward with a left hook, misses. Orthodox versus orthodox. Keep an eye on that lead leg there of Diaz. Zhang's landed a couple there. Goes lead front kick, misses there from Zhang. Left hook partially lands for Zhang. All right, so now I got my live lines up. Zhang's minus 330 on the live line. I think you guys can see it here. The FanDuel one's still loading up. Nice outside low kick there again for Zhang. Keep an eye on that leg. Zhang's going to that leg real early. He's landing another one. Seems to be part of his game plan there. So I can see that really adding up into the later rounds. Nice right hand there from Ozzy Diaz lands. Nice jab for there from Diaz lands. Another leg kick there from Zhang. Yeah, Zhang's moved to minus 420 on the live line on DraftKings. Minus 340 on FanDuel if you want the 340 for Zhang. Nice right hand for Diaz lands. Jab there from Diaz. Two minutes, 50 seconds left in round number 1. Yeah, a little bit of a slower pace outside low kick again from Zhang. Diaz not really. Whoa, he got knocked out. He got knocked out. Zhang with the knockout, first round knockout, following up. Couple of strikes. Diaz trying to cover up. It's done. Zhang, first round knockout. Zhang, Ming Yang Zhang with the first round knockout. Going to be a lot of people going to say that's easy money. I guess so. Like we saw it, all Tapologies full of first round knockouts. Couldn't get a live bet in there, so. The good news is we didn't play any Diaz. Zhang got the KO. I just don't like laying the juice on those big favorites there. So, yeah, let me see here. Just trying to work this camera. Anybody had anything on that? Then yeah, I don't. With these big favorites with a lot of round 1 equity, I don't like to lay the juice right away. Minus 300 when it's all of his win equities in round 1. He was minus 125. Oh, wait, did we have? Oh, yeah, you're right. Mr. Dave Peddle says, oh, hello. I can say that. I'm allowed. Dave says his streams are always behind. Yeah, find better streams, I guess. And then, yes, we did have under takedowns. Ming Yang under takedowns. It was minus 350, but we have a bunch of takedown props, and Ming Yang was in a lot of them. So that is good. Off to a good start on those ones. Those ones have a couple more legs to go, but that's a really good start under half a takedown. Anything else that I have there? I had some Diaz by decision, a small $17 bet by Diaz by decision. Yeah, those ones are fine. Let me just grade these ones out. So far, I think we're profitable on the night. We hit some live lines earlier in the night there to get us into the red or the black. and then a couple of pre-fight stuff. The Carlos Hernandez fight, that was pretty close. We were pretty heavy on Carlos Hernandez. He did get the grappling going. He was able to pass guard fairly easy, but that fight was pretty close. I ended up live betting on the other side just to get some ARB going. I think I got plus 700, plus 400, and it ended up being a split 29-28 both ways. So I'm not upset about that. I'm going to take the plus money and ARB off any chance I get. So there will be some live betting strategy where I might take a side pre-fight, and then once the line moves a little bit live, I'll come back on the other side. So I'm free rolling on both sides, sort of thing. So keep that in mind, but I'll tell you anytime that really comes up. So that one's quick. So we're going to have a little bit of time going back to the Volkan fight. The Volkan one is next. They're going to have, I'll just go over that. Oh, yeah, Volkan, I have over takedowns. We talked about that. I added to the 2 takedowns, 3 takedowns, Volkan finish only, and the Volkan money line. I wonder if I have any Volkan submission left. No, I'm going to add, because I did have a Carlos Hernandez 2-3 same game parlay with Volkan same game parlay, but I don't think it's going to hit. Or sorry, the Carlos one lost, so I'm going to add to the 2-3. Just give me a second. If anybody has any questions in the chat, you guys are the dedicated guys. It's 6:30 a.m. on a Saturday morning. You guys are up watching UFC, so credit to you guys. Unless obviously you're from Australia, then it's prime time. Then you guys are the biggest fans ever because you're always watching it at this time in the morning there. So hats off to you. What was I looking? Oh, round betting 2-3. Volkan Ozdemir KO 2-3 plus 1200. That's not a bad line. Volkan Ozdemir submission rounds 2-3 plus 3400. Again, I think that he will grapple. I think that he'll have a grappling edge. He is strong. I do think that he can get some. So I'm going to play some 2-3. Just I'll play both. Just a couple of sprinkles because I said it all week and I don't want to have it now without it. So $50 on both KO 2-3 and submission 2-3, in addition to my money lines, in addition to my inside the distance only, and in addition to the takedown. So a lot of it, this is probably the biggest bet of the card as the next fight on the Volkan Ozdemir card. Yeah, let me. This one, Volkan's going to be on the red side. That's what we want. And Albert's going to be on the blue side. What do you guys think of the card so far? Navi Buckles, what do you think of the Yan parlay? Yeah, I think it hits. I don't know why you didn't do Yan squared, but Yan should win in the main event. I like Yan. I think, again, Deiveson Figueiredo has been slowing down in 3-round fights. This is going to be a 5-round fight. Yan sort of starts slow. I think we can get a good live line on pure Yan, but Figueiredo also starts slow sometimes as well. So looking forward to seeing if we can bet that one live. But I think Yan in the later rounds will probably take over. And I do think I like Shonin Yan there as well because I think she has all the stand-up upside. I think she's going to land the bigger punches. I don't really like Tabitha Ricci's takedowns. I'll go into the numbers when that fight comes up. Yeah, I think Yan should be able to keep it standing. I was big on Wei Li against Yan. I was there live at UFC 300, and Wei Li was my biggest bet of the card. But this is a different fight. Wei Li's wrestling and grappling is completely different than Tabitha Ricci. Again, it's the same path to victory for Yang, but again, I think it's going to be a little bit harder for Ricci to get down and control Yang like Wei Li did. Dave Fellow says, shame these prospects had to fight each other in their debuts. Pretty much, yeah. There's 2 undefeated prospects there. They had to go up against each other. It does mean that we might get some good prices the next time they fight because one guy's coming off of a loss, but keep an eye on that and make a mental note of that for next time. Navi Buckle says, more finishes than I was expecting considering they're using the new gloves. Yeah. New gloves, the bigger octagon, Asian power, and it's a lot of lighter weights fighting as well. So, so far, yeah, crazy fight card. I would have bet that there would have been more fights to go to decision than not, and they've been getting KO'd. So we'll see if that continues on. We saw that. I was going to say the Fang fight. They brought out the stretcher for her. She got head kick KO. She in that fight was like plus 3,500 in the 3rd round. I was trying to live bet Fang. She opened up as a like minus 700. She flashed at minus 300 at one point because she got taken down in that first round. I tried to bet the minus 300. It immediately moved to minus 600, but I was still okay with it because Fang was like minus 2,000 on the live line, minus 10,000 at points. So much so that I was like, I've been watching this all morning. A lot of fights have been going to decision. Now's the time to get up to get a drink. It's already into the third round. She's not going to have any power here. So go to the washroom, get something to drink, come back and see the replay. She's out cold. I missed the complete knockout. So she got head kick KO'd. She went stiff as a board. They had to bring out the stretcher to take her out of the octagon. I don't remember ever seeing a stretcher in there. I've seen some guys that lay there for a while. Guys. I remember like Curtis Blades getting knocked out by Derek Lewis and gurgling, but never a stretcher. So that was kind of crazy, especially for women's fight. And because I thought she had no chance of winning there. You could see her punches. There's nothing on her punches, but she'd been spamming the head kicks all fight, and then finally was able to land one. Nabi Buckle says, appreciate the breakdowns. I appreciate you for hanging out in this morning. Thanks for coming. Head kick was worse than the Usman. Oh yeah, Usman got up after that. He was fine. Okay. What do you guys think of the vertical live stream? Usually I do 16 by 9. Now it's 9 by 16. Trying to stream on Instagram there as well. Don't really know how that's going yet. So we'll see some of the metrics afterwards if it works out. But yeah. So what we do here, let me just, I was going to show you the breakdown. We already went through that. What else we need to talk about? Let's go through some of the lines there again, just in case we missed anything. Oh, we're not sharing the screen here on this side. Go here, go there. We'll just share the screen here. I don't need to be on the screen. Okay. I'll give you quick predictions for the main card just on the money line in case you want to get some main card bets down. I do like Petr Yan in the main event. Minus 265 favorite. I like Shan Yan in the main event there as well. I think both of those fighters can win a decision. Those are most likely. Song Kanang, Muslim Salikov, I don't have anything on. I might have a small song, but oh no, I did play a same game parlay on Bet Online on Song Kanang. That one's interesting there. I'll briefly touch on that because I kind of really like that play there as well. Then Kong Wang, Gabriel Fernandez. This one's not playable. You can't really take Kong Wang at minus 1,200. So I did take the over in that fight. I got minus 130-ish early in the week. Then minus 145-ish, I think, as well. One thing I wanted to say before, Gabriel Fernandez is a striking coach. She's a good striker. Actually, she teaches at her gym. She's historically struggled against guys that want to take her down, control her, right? And so Kong Wang's not going to really be that guy that takes her down, controls her. So I do think that there's value on Fernandez and fight to go to decision there as well. So if I had to pick, though, I would take Kong Wang at minus 1,200. I wouldn't bet it, though, at that price. And then I like Volkan Ozdemir on the money line there. If I have to take a side here, I'm going to take Salikov. But he's so old. He has takedown upside. So those are probably my picks for the main event, but I'm not betting them there based on those numbers. So let's go back. Let me see. Yeah, it might hard to see these lines this time. Yeah, I tend to agree. It's harder for these, but a lot of people who's using desktops anymore, especially 6 o'clock, those guys are still in bed trying to watch it in live stream. So trying to cater to the audience, Dave. I didn't need to zoom in. Yeah. Does this work? Well, that works a little bit. So Carlos Alberg is walking out now. We're not missing anything. Again, I'm keeping an eye on that. And these are our fighting stats. I have to show you this one. Let me get this one over. So here at Fighting Stats, for those that don't know, for first-time owners or first-time listeners, Fighting Stats, what we do is we have a team of data science that watch and analyze some of the videos for us. We collect we collect our own exclusive fighting stats, and we compile them, and that's what we use to create these dashboards. We create these dashboards before every fight. We have offensive versus defensive line. We go into the detailed offensive striking, so we show you each round what the striking totals were, ground strikes, head strikes, a leg target there. We have strikes landed by round, so you can see some fighters sort of tail off as the fight goes on. Some sort of pick up as the fight goes on here, right? And then you sort of have strikes landed by round there as well. Knockdowns, we track that. So this is our striking report. We have a detailed grappling report there as well. Goes into average takedowns attempted by round, takedowns landed by round, control time. You'll see the submission attempts, the reversals, all that stuff there. Also, we'll show you ground strikes. So some guys will go for the grappling, but not throw any strikes. But some guys like Yan will throw some ground strikes there as well. So we have offensive, defensive striking, and this is some of our exclusive stuff here. We have time breakdowns. How much of the time was spent standing? How much of the time was spent in the clinch, in attacking a takedown, defending a takedown, things like that. We also have ground control time. So if the fight does go to the ground, what percentage of the time is he in full guard? How much of the time is he in half guard, inside control, things like that. So we have that data. If he's on bottom, here you can see how much of the time does he give up in back mount, north, south, half guard, things like that. So we have those numbers here for both fighters. We track that. And then this is the best part that I like. Oh, I can't see. Give me a second. Can't see because I'm in the way here. Hold on. What are we doing? Here at the bottom of the page there, it's cut off a little bit. Let me see if I can move this up. Technical difficulties. We have our fighting stats, striking tendencies here, right? I'll show you how many strikes that Petr Yan throws as single strikes, so single jabs, crosses, kicks, things like that, versus how many are combos. So the lower, the more combos they throw. Something like Deiveson Figueiredo, 82% of his strikes are just single shots there, right? And then I'll tell you like the 1-2 rate, the number of ground strikes, the number of crosses, and this is his striking tendency report here. So 27% of the time, Deiveson Figueiredo is just going to throw a single jab. 20% of the time, he's going to throw the single right cross, and then 12% of the time, he's going to throw the rear low kick, and then 8% of the time, he's going to throw the rear high kick. So that's 20, that's 40, that's 67%. So 2/3 of the time, Deiveson Figueiredo can either throw a jab, a 1, a 2, or a kick, right? So very hard to knock somebody out, especially Petr Yan there if you're throwing majority 1-2s and kicks there. So same sort of thing though with Petr Yan. 1s, 2, he goes rear low kick there. He goes 1-2, he throws the 1-2 as well at 9%, and he throws the rear high kick there at 6%. So it definitely helps with the breakdowns in the tape study, having this type of information, because I know some strikes land and some don't there. So Joe Martinez is in the octagon announcing the biggest fight for us. So let's go Volkan Ozdemir. Let's go back to, do you need to see my face? Do I need to show? Okay, let me try something like this here. Better if I just show the screen, or better if I'm in there as well? You're like, who's talking? Background go. Can I zoom in? Camera. All right, Volkan Ozdemir. They show 5-4 as a UFC underdog. Oh, let me log into my betting accounts. Okay, post that. Over here, we're juggling, a lot of juggling here. Volkan Ozdemir's line there. Volkan, we got to start the clock. All right, let's go, Volkan. Come on. All right, they're off. I didn't reset it. All right, Volkan's going to be in the red trunks. All we're going to be in the black trunks. Volkan outside low kick to start. Low kick there from Carlos. Kick to the kick to the groin for Alberg. Volkan says he's good. Let's go. Check left hook misses there from Alberg. Outside low kick lands for Alberg. Volkan pressuring forward. That's what we want to see. We're going to load up a Volkan Ozdemir bet here just in case. If I see Alberg start to slow down, we're going to add to our Volkan side. We're keeping an eye on the low kicks, and we're keeping an eye on the forward pressure here from Volkan. So right away, Alberg circling the outside of the cage like we thought he would. Right, another outside low kick there from Volkan lands. Another one lands. Alberg landed the right hand. Oh, slip. Carlos threw a kick. He fell down to the ground, and then Volkan was trying to pressure up. He didn't look like he was looking for a takedown, though. He could have gotten or followed him down to the ground, so keep an eye on that. Oh, we have Alberg under takedowns as well. I don't think Alberg tries to grapple at all here. Outside low kick again for Volkan lands. 1-1-2. Left hook just misses for Alberg. Volkan still pressuring forward, though. Let me turn up the volume here a little bit. Alberg still circling the outside of the cage. Volkan pressuring forward. Alberg's right hand's a little bit low. Watch for that lead left hook. There it is there. He just landed the right hand for Volkan. And it's also the optics of Volkan coming forward, the Alberg moving backwards, right? Oh, clinch. Nice knees there from Volkan. This is a decent pace from Volkan here. Plus 250 on the live line here on DraftKings. FanDuel. Trying to find the live line on FanDuel. Volkan landed another left hand there. Halfway through the first round. So far, I think it's pretty close, no? Keep an eye on the breathing here left hand lands again from Alberg, or from Volkan. Trying to log in. Outside low kick from Volkan lands. 2 minutes left in round number 1. Front kick there from Volkan. The live line coming down a little bit on Volkan. Left hand misses there from Alberg. Volkan still with forward pressure. Live line coming down a little bit. Plus 190 on FanDuel still. Oh, left hand lands for Volkan. Return there from Alberg. Alberg's a little bit faster. Alberg has the nicer jab, but Volkan making it dirty a little bit, right? Outside low kick lands for Volkan again. One minute left here in round number 1. Nice jab there from Volkan lands. Another jab from Volkan lands. Alberg with the mouth open with 50 seconds left in round number 1. 26, Volkan's landing more significant strikes so far at 26-19. A lot of them are going to be low kicks. Plus 220 on DraftKings. Front kick there from Volkan. I'm going to play Volkan plus 220 for a unit, $500. Plus 225 on FanDuel. Let me see if I can get it there. Plus 240 on DraftKings now. My FanDuel went through at 225. Looks like he's up to 270 on DraftKings, though. If you like Volkan, take him on DraftKings plus 270. Left hand. Oh, head kick lands for Volkan. Left hand lands right there at the end of the round. That round was close. That round was close. I don't know. You guys in the chat, I'm too biased here. I'm gonna say Volkan landed more strikes. He landed some power shots. But I'm betting it because I know Ulbrich slows down, and I likely forward pressure of Volkan coming forward here. So Ulbrich could be up 1-0, definitely possible. But I do favor Volkan the longer the fight goes. Volkan is not looking to grapple yet, which is a little bit surprising, but not. We're okay with that. So we're going to say Ulbrich won round 1 here on this little tracker thing here. We're going to go to round 2. We're going to reset it. We'll start the clock there. Yeah, I thought it was a close round, but I thought Volkan landed some big shots. Again, remember, he was the plus 220 underdog. So even though we're saying it's close, he's going to have value, right? It's so far so good. And we wanted to go into the later rounds. And I think Ulbrich's going to slow down. You can see his mouth open in between rounds here. So. Dana White Holiday Sweepstakes. All right, second round. Round number 2. Let's start that timer. Volkan takes the center of the cage again. Outside low kick right back to it. Outside low kick again for Volkan. And we're going to watch for Carlos Ulbrich to see if he switches to southpaw because he never does. Another outside low kick there from Volkan. Return there from Ulbrich. Ulbrich landing the bigger outside low kick. Oh, push kick to the knee for Ulbrich. Volkan with the forward pressure still, backing up Ulbrich at the fence. Left hook. Ulbrich keeps looking for that check left hook as well. He's one of those guys that keeps, every time he comes in, he leans back, throws a left hook. There it is again. Check left hook missed. Like a 1-1-2 with goodwill for Ozdemir. Both guys trade low kicks. There's again, keep an eye on that check left hook. That's all Ulbrich is looking for. Looking to counter, check left hook, check left hook, check left hook. That's all he's throwing here. Volkan's with the forward pressure, coming forward. Still Ulbrich on the side. He just circles off, left hook to the left. Nice jab there from Ulbrich. Volkan covering up. 250 on the live line still for on DraftKings for Ozdemir. Ulbrich keeping the left straight. Trying to jab, misses. 226 left in round number 2. Yep. Both guys trade jabs there. Right hand, left hand. Left hand lands for Ozdemir. Jab. Right hand, left hand again from Ozdemir. Ozdemir is definitely more volume and busy. Carlos Ulbrich still just left hooks. Go back to the leg kicks too. Volkan, let's go. There's a nice leg kick there from Volkan again. 1, 2, 3 misses from Ulbrich. Seems to be okay cardio-wise so far, halfway through the fight. Volkan lands a jab, left hook misses, spinning back fist, partially lands for Volkan. Because Ulbrich keeps circling over to the right, so Volkan's trying to cut him off with the left hook. Nice jab lands for Ulbrich. 1-2 lands for Ulbrich. Plus 300 on DraftKings for Volkan.
Yeah, Volkan's started to swing a little bit too reckless now. As a sign of frustration.
Ulbrich still circling the outside of the cage, skirting around.
Very nicely. Light on his feet. Volkan's having a hard time locating him. So, as I said,
jab lands for Ulbrich. 1, 2, 3 lands for Volkan. Volkan has the forward pressure, like on the judges, they seem to favor that, in especially in the close round. Outside low kick there lands for Volkan. Nice counter right there from Ulbrich lands. Outside low kick from Ulbrich. Outside low kick again from Volkan. Another kick. Mouth wide open there from Ulbrich still. Oh, a hammer fist there from Ulbrich. Nice left hand lands for Volkan. Left hook misses there from Volkan. Plus 440 on the live line on FanDuel. Plus 450 on DraftKings. Man, don't make me do it again. Outside kick again for Volkan. I think the live line is indicating that Carlos is up 2-0. I don't know if I agree with it though. First was close, second was close there as well. Volkan landing more leg kicks, Carlos landing more jabs. 45 seconds there left in round number 2. Another push kick there from Ozdemir. Ozdemir on the right. Oh man, that right hand just missed. Carlos Alberg circling on, like breaking off in the escapes. The hand super low. Outside low kick again from Ozdemir. Nice jab there from Ozdemir. Plus 550 on the live line, Ozdemir. Left hook, spinning back fist, partially lands from Ozdemir. Past 10 seconds. Nice jab there from Alberg. 1, 2, 3. Oh, partially landed the left hook from Alberg. I don't know what to make of this fight. I'm trying my hardest not to bet 550. I'm going to hold off. It's possible Alberg's up 2-0, and then we need a finish. We do have a little bit of Volkan KO 2-3, Volkan sub 2-3, so I'll leave it at that. Just because we have a lot on it. We did take the Volkan inside the distance only. So if Carlos Alberg does win a decision, then at least we get that money back. But yeah, plus 600 now in DraftKings. Try not to be biased here. I'll give Alberg round 2. I think it's going to be close. Sometimes you give the one guy round 1 and then it's close again, so you're like, I got to go the other side just to make it close the other way, but we'll see. Volkan's durable, man. He's been taking some big shots as well. Final round, round 3. Let's go. They're off. All right, Volkan takes the center of the cage there again. I want to see him continue with the forward pressure. I'd like to see some grappling from Ozdemir. Jab lands from Alberg.
Of interest from the corner, Dora. Yeah, Uzdemir's corner definitely want him to pressure forward, keep his guard up, and they want him to get in there and get a takedown.
Oh yeah, you see his corner. Laura Senko said Ozdemir's corner is asking for a takedown. Let's go. Left hook lands from Ozdemir. Right hand lands from Ozdemir. Ozdemir on the front foot. Carlos backing up. Left hand misses there from Ozdemir. Carlos circling on his bike. Keep with the forward pressure. Let's go. Staying in the pocket now. Couple of jabs. Oh, Ozdemir looking for a takedown. Ozdemir looking for a takedown. Grabs a single. Oh, he's not going to get it. Fuck. That would have been huge. Right hand off the guard there from Alberg. Ozdemir slowing down a little bit. Ozdemir's going to have to land a big right hand. Oh, left hook lands from Ozdemir. Light jab there from Ozdemir, or from Alberg. Ozdemir slowing down a little bit. 1-2 there from Ozdemir. Ozdemir definitely slowing down. He broke his previous leg kick record with Volkan Ozdemir. Landed 26 low kicks. But Alberg's still fighting unorthodox, so I guess he's okay so far. For a guy at City Kickboxing. Oh, left hook just misses from Volkan. Volkan just missed with the left hook. Jab to the body there from Volkan. Still Volkan with the forward pressure halfway through. Jab from Alberg. 1-2 lands from Alberg. Outside low kick from Alberg. Outside low kick lands for Volkan. Left hook lands for Volkan. The over 2.5 hits for whoever had that. Plus 100. Outside low kick there lands for Volkan as well. What is the live line? Plus 1,000. I'm going to queue up some plus 1,000.
Captivating contest here of light heavyweights.
1,200. Minute 45, minute 40 left to go in the fight. Nice jab there from Ulberg. 90 seconds left in the fight. Right hand try partially lands for Volkan. Nice jab. I'm gonna put $50 on this plus 1,400. Plus 1,400 on DraftKings. $50 is 0.1 units, so not a lot. Volkan looking for a takedown. Oh, didn't get it. Oh, he almost. Oh, that was close. Ulberg almost got a takedown because Volkan looked for it. He almost reversed him, but Ulberg does not get a takedown. Couple of jabs. Left hook lands from Volkan, stumbles him. 40 seconds left. Something big here still can win it. 30 seconds left in the fight. That outside kick there from Volkan lands as well. $15 seconds, 10 seconds. Now it's Ulberg coming forward, last 10 seconds of the fight. Spinning wheel kick there from Volkan misses. Can you imagine? Last 10 seconds. One more. Right hand lands from Volkan. Goes to decision. Okay.
To the judges' scorecards, they will be collected. We'll have them on the other side.
So we played the Volkan over takedowns, that didn't hit. Ulberg under takedowns, I think that hit. Volkan money line is still live. We took the Volkan Ozdemir finish only. Now, because that fight did not get finished, that bet will push. Even if Volkan wins a decision, we'll still push. If Carlos Ulberg wins a decision, that book pushes it there as well. So that's why, again, that was plus 240. We had $500 on that. The finish only because, again, I've seen Volkan take some big punches, and we did think that Carlos Ulberg, again, could circle the outside of the cage just like he did and win a decision just like possibly he did there as well. So the reads were there. The numbers were right. Again, I think it was one of those value losers, maybe. Volkan plus 220 could potentially lose, but we'll see. We'll see. They are still debating it. What do you guys think? Are we live?
Flyweights in the world, Alessandro Pantoja looks for his third title defense against UFC newcomer and former
15 of you guys in the chat. Thanks guys for hanging out.
UFC 310 December 7th from the T-Mobile Arena wraps up the pay-per-view slate for 2024 and is available for purchase right now on ESPN.
Oh, there's a whole nother chat here in Instagram. Oh, here's the decision.
Disabled American veterans, keeping our promise to America's veterans.
Martinez is on the Ulberg side.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the scorecards. The judges have it 30-27, 30-27, and 29-28. All for your winner by unanimous decision, Blackjack Carlos
Ulberg wins a decision. So that was 30-27, 30-27, 29-28. Carlos Ulberg. So Carlos Ulberg moves on. So quick recap. Pretty much what we thought would happen happened. We thought Volkan would be on the front foot. We thought that Volkan would use those leg kicks. He did attempt 2 takedowns into the later rounds, but just didn't get them. Would have liked to see that takedown and whatnot. So Alberg was on the back foot. Alberg did eat a bunch of low kicks, and I thought that would have sort of made more of a difference. But Alberg, again, able to, again, he was the better striker. He's going to be more technical, land the jab more, and that's what he did there. Ended up winning a decision. So nothing crazy. Like, you know, that was pretty much what the read was. Just it didn't go our way. We thought, again, the value would have been on the Volkan side as the plus 220 underdog. So I don't hate the bet. Ended up losing, but it's a difference between a value bet and a losing bet. So we move on. Alberg landing nice shots to the body there. Okay, so our takedown props are live still. Ming Yang under, Alberg under. We have Wang under 1.5, and we have Yan Shannan under half to scoop some takedown props. So keep an eye on that one. Next fight. Moving on. Let me just bring it up. What is the next fight? The Song Kanong fight, probably, yeah. All right. Let me just make sure here. Oh, it's the Kong Wang fight. Never mind. The Kong Wang fight's next. So no stats on the Kong Wang fight. This Asian card is messed up for all our stats there. The names all messed up. So quick breakdown on Tapology I'll give you for this one here. Give me a second. All right. Kong Wang, 6-0 in the UFC, right? She's 6-0 in her professional record. She does have a win over Valentina Shevchenko in a kickboxing match. So it just goes to show you how good of a striker that Kong Wang is. But Gabriela Fernandez, she's also a striking coach at her gym. Her striking's not bad either, but she's going to be a huge underdog here, plus 625. Let's go into sort of her record. Again, 6-0 in mixed martial arts. She's mainly a kickboxer, so and I'll bring up Gabriela Fernandez there as well. Kong Wang, yeah, I agree. I think I saw she went with the nickname the Joker. She really should have gone with Kong, and she would have been King. King would be the name there, so she would have been King Kong Wang. But she went with the Joker here. So 6-0, so even distribution between KOs wins and decision wins, submission wins there as well. Victoria Leonardo in the UFC has a win over her, but she's not the greatest there. Round 1 KO. She has a round 1 guillotine, mounted guillotine there as well. And then Yanan Wu, decision win in UAE Warriors as well. So if you go down here, Valentina Shevchenko in her first in the kickboxing, she has a decision win over Valentina Shevchenko, but that was again almost 10 years ago. So keep that in mind. For Gabriela Fernandez, let's go over to that side. Again, mainly a striker. She struggled in the last couple of fights there. She's never been finished either. She does have 3 losses, all of them coming from decision there, right? So she fought Jasmine Jasvidius in her UFC debut. She got manhandled, but I was on the ground. Jasmine does that. She wrestles there. So Jasmine took her down. Bleda took her down there as well. Ended up having a bunch of time on the back there, so that's why she lost those fights. And the Carlise Judice fight was a very close performance of the night. Carlise Judice didn't go the grappling method, and she ended up winning a decision there. So I think the line's a little bit wide, all right? You have sort of an unproven striker here and Kong Wang at minus 1,200. What could really go wrong by laying that in women's MMA, right? And you'll see when they actually square off that Gabriela Fernandez looks pretty strong. I think she's going to be the bigger fighter. She's going to be a little bit stronger. So I can't lay this minus 1,200. It's kind of nuts. Even the minus 3.5 maybe. But again, I think I have the fight goes to decision here. It's under fight props. Fight goes to decision at minus 150. I think I got minus 130, so it didn't move too much. That one's there live. If you can see here, I always look at the winning method here. You can see Kong Wang to win by decision is minus 125. She's a minus 1,200 favorite, and her to win a decision is minus 125. So don't lay the juice and take the minus 125. Add the extra juice a little bit and get the minus 150 for fight goes to decision. And it covers you if Gabriel Fernandez pulls something out of the hat and wins a close decision, wins a close split decision. You don't want to be sitting there with a minus 125 ticket when the fight goes to decision at minus 150. It's 25 cents, and you have sort of peace of mind as long as it goes later. I know we saw a lot of finishes so far, but this is women's MMA. It's with the new gloves, and it's in the bigger cage there. And what I found with Gabriela Fernandez, she likes to keep the hard guard. She moves back. She keeps. She doesn't really get hit too often. I do think that again she could lose a decision, but the UFC definitely trying to get behind Wong Kong. His names. Any takedown props here? Let's go to fight props on DraftKings. Significant strikes. Some of these totals, I'm not a big fan of the significant strike totals because it sort of implies, if you take the over, then it sort of implies fight goes to decision, where you can win fight goes to decision even if the strikes don't go over. So if I did play any significant strike totals, it's usually going to be an under 72.5. But again, because I have the overs in the fight, I'm not touching any of these significant strike props. In terms of takedowns landed, they have Kong Wang under 1.5. Again, she's a kickboxer, right? We talked about her going kickboxing with Valentina Shevchenko. I know she does have a couple of takedowns, but I don't think she pulls it out here. Gabriela Fernandez, that's probably the easiest path to beat her is the takedowns, but she's pretty strong. I think she's going to struggle a little bit trying to get the fight down to the ground, but we do get the buffer at 1.5 takedowns, so that's something I have there as well. Gabriela Fernandez, I don't think she's going to go for the takedown, but it's +0.5, and then I can't really take the under, so I don't have anything there. Fight to be a split. Again, I think the fight goes to decision. It could be a clear decision, so I wouldn't fault you for taking +500 because I think it goes to the split. It goes to the decision at -150. Being a split is +500, and it's women's MMA, but you're probably going to get some hometown judging anyways, so split is not a bad look. I wouldn't take unanimous decision there either, so not much else to play. It's hard to play any round props because, again, I think I like the overs. Hard to play the money line because it's -1200. I want to say something here, and it's going to sound crazy, but this Gabriela Fernandez to win by submission is +3000. Normally, I would say there's no chance, but Kong Wang is a kickboxer. She's not like this world-renowned BJJ master or something, right? And if the takedown props at 1.5, it's sort of assuming that she's going to try to take her down. Gabriela Fernandez has abs. She's strong. She has a nasty guillotine. She had, I can't remember one of the regional fights. She had a girl in the guillotine for a long time there. So I can see a guillotine submission at +300. It's not a bad look. You're sprinkling it, but then again, the KO is a +2200. At that point, I would probably just take fight ends inside. Like you could do a sprinkle of Fernandez inside the distance because, again, I like the submission, but I don't want to rule out KO because she's strong. She can rule out KO as well. So I'm not advocating it for it, but I think in terms of value bet, if you want a long shot, those are something to play because, again, anybody laying 1200 is out of their mind, I think. Where is it here? Win by finish here. So Gabriela Fernandez to win by finish is +1400 as it is. So not that bad that you have to pick between submission and KO. I wouldn't take just KO, and then she gets submitted and you're sort of stuck there. So that's probably your safest, but you can see here not to win by finish is -20,000. Some of these lines are ridiculous, man. You got +1400 and the comeback is -20,000. That's it. I can't really think of anything else to play there. I don't have too much invested, just have a little bit of goes to decision. I put a free bet on Gabriela Fernandez to win by decision. We'll see. So let me grade some of these bets here. Let me know in the chat if there's any other questions. Let me jump over to Instagram there. Elite Gamer, man, that's old. Elite. -120 Kong decision. And I'll be honest, it's probably the right side, and it's probably going to hit. I think I have a parlay here. Yeah, I do have one. I called it the seems so obvious in retrospect, this parlay. It's Yan decision, Kong decision, Hernandez decision, which hit, and Kavanaugh decision, which hit. So those are the most obvious plays. I put them all into a parlay. $138 wins $7,000. So that's live. If my Kong decision comes through, then that parlay rolls on with Yan decision. So I'm okay with that. I'm rooting for the goes to decision. So we'll keep an eye on that either, and then seeing if we can get into live lines at all. Shout out to those on Instagram. Paul says Kong decision as well. Leonardo has been KO'd 5 times, and everyone seems to be on the under at plus money. Yeah, I agree with that. I think we're getting a little bit of recency bias, a little bit of. I think the line's going to be too wide, and we'll see. And Kong will win a close decision, and she won't cover the price. And it'll be one of those like she was minus 1,200, and everybody's going to be celebrating that she won, but she'll probably look like minus 200, minus 150-ish in that range. So. Okay, so we're going to put Wang here on the red side. Fernandez on the blue side. We're going to reset. We're going to put back to round 1. I've probably been logged out of my accounts there. Hopefully you can still see it. Trying to share my screen and the camera. The Joker. Volkan not winning was disappointing for me, so I'm gonna need some big money comebacks here. I gotta log back into my FanDuel. If I'm logged out, they keep on logging me out every 10 seconds. Yeah. Against the local favorite, the Joker, one time. All right. Where's my clock here? And they're off. Straight. All right. Wang's going to be in the red. Fernandez is going to be in the yellow. Fernandez opens up southpaw. Wang in orthodox. Outside low kick starts for Wang. Wang on the front foot. Fakes a body kick, but doesn't throw it. Another fake to the body. Watch her go high now. Inside kick there from Fernandez lands. I'm going to load up a Fernandez bet just in case if I see anything. Plus 700 so far on DraftKings. Fernandez circling the outside still. She's getting backed up onto the fence. Kick from Wang lands to the body. Left straight way outside of range there from Fernandez. Inside low kick misses there from Wang. Right to the body misses from Wang. Kick to the body there from Wang as well. Inside kick there from Fernandez. Partially lands. This is good for the over. I'll keep up this pace for 15 minutes. I'm good with this. Keep an eye on the range that Fernandez likes to keep, right? She's standing way outside in kicking range. Throws look, she even threw a left high kick. That one missed out of range. But Wang's with the forward pressure. She has to back her up against the fence to close that distance. Outside low kick. A couple of combos there in the clinch. Fernandez circles out. Corner of Fernandez looking for a takedown, they said on the commentary. I'm okay with that. 3 minutes left in round number 1. Great pace for the over, guys. Front kick there from Wang. Left hook, or right hook counter from Fernandez. She's short on the low kick from Fernandez. Fernandez way outside in kicking range and still short. Every kick she lands, she's outside of range. Right hand to the body there from Wang. I think Fernandez is trying to look for a counter on the way in, but Wang's not entering that range yet. 1-2 misses there for Fernandez, way outside of range again. High kick misses there from Wang. Keep this pace up, guys. Keep going. Left side kick there from Wang lands. Some more of a push kick. 1-2 off the guard. Fernandez on her bike a lot on the outside of the fence. Left high kick misses again for Fernandez. Wang goes to the body. Fernandez has to circle out. Look, Fernandez with a takedown attempt. No clinches, no over-unders. Fernandez plus 900 on DraftKings. Didn't get the takedown. Left hand, right hand for Fernandez. Right hand to the body. Wang's just more volume. Fernandez hasn't thrown anything yet to sort of covering up for Fernandez. DraftKings used to have like method of victory and stuff like that. Here's where I would play decision. It doesn't look like anything's really going to happen. Looks like Fernandez is going to stay out of danger here for 3 rounds. Again, left high kick misses there for Fernandez outside of range. And right hand to the body there from Wang. 1-2 there from Wang. 1-2 again. Fernandez lands a left hand there. Left to the body. Fernandez shooting a naked takedown. Not going to get it. Pushes Wang up against the fence though. We're fine with this. That's why I didn't want to take any significant strike totals here. 1-2 there for Fernandez. 22-8 so far. Fernandez left it a left hand. Oh, Wang's going to the body early though, so keep an eye on Fernandez. Shots to the body. Fernandez on the front foot now. 30 seconds left in round number 1. Fernandez moving back again. That's fine. Just wait out the round, guys. Just, 20 seconds left. It's okay. Let's move on to the next round. Clinches, 10 seconds left. Push kick there from Wang. Another right kick there from Wang. Another push kick there from Wang. 3 seconds. All right. Yeah, that's a clear Wang round just based on volume, based on nothing really else happening. Wang, round 2. None of these live lines are playable. You can't lay minus 2,500. You can't minus 2,000. See nothing out of Fernandez that really gives me any interest in betting Fernandez here. So sometimes you just gotta watch the fight and listen to my sultering voice. Wang's not really breathing hard. She really didn't have to do much in that round, but she ended up, again, winning that round. 2 more rounds to go. Yeah, even like if she got that takedown, Fernandez, then, it'd be a little bit different. If she put a pace on her, it would be a little bit different, but it doesn't look like Wang's going to slow down at all into rounds 2 and 3. Doesn't look like Fernandez has any grappling upside either, so it looks like Kong's going to cruise to decision. But we'll keep watching. Oh, they're off round number 2. So my clock's a little bit slower, but maybe 8 seconds or so. Wang's still taking the center of the fence. Fernandez still on the outside on the warning track. 1-2 off the guard. Kick to the body there from Wang. Return from Fernandez. 1-2 misses there from Wang again. Not much volume here again from Fernandez. Wang's going to the body. Fernandez trying to return, but she's short on the counter. Chin's up in the air a little bit for Fernandez. 1-1-2 misses again for Fernandez. Jab misses for Wang. Couple of kicks. I'm okay with this pace, man. I'm not complaining. I don't need much more. Just stay at a distance here. Keep this up. Side kick there from Wang. Right hand hits the guard for Wang. Left high kick there. Right hand, left hand for Fernandez. Jab to the body from Wang, return kick to the body from Fernandez. Nothing's happening, guys. 1-2 misses for Fernandez. Left high kick misses for Fernandez. She keeps going to it, but she has to set it up. She has to like Leon Edwards it or something. She keeps throwing these naked high kicks. Circling off again. 1-2 off the guard for Fernandez or for Wang. Left hand there for Fernandez. And 2 significant body strikes for Fernandez. Halfway through the second round, so the over 1.5 hits so far. We're halfway through the fight. Let's keep it going. What do you guys think so far of Kong Wang? They tell her as a killer. I mean, she covered the minus 1200 so far. She looks the better striker, but Fernandez isn't throwing much. Good thing is Wang's not getting touched at all. She's going to have, it's going to really contribute to her striking numbers, her striking defense numbers there as well. 1-2 to the body for Fernandez. Oh, high kick. Oh, did it drop her? Whoa, Fernandez threw a high kick. It looked like, oh, she dropped her. Fernandez got a knockdown. Fernandez on the back, on a submission. Fernandez under the chin. She's under the chin. She has her back. Fernandez has her back. She has her flattened out. Well, she might finish this. She might finish this. The submission. She could be out. They stopped it. Fernandez submission. I called it. Plus 3,000. Wow. Club and sub Fernandez. Wow. Wow. She didn't do anything until she did something. Fernandez wins by submission. Rear naked choke in the second round. Oh, yeah. I had some Fernandez subs, but into stupid other parlays with something else there. Yeah, she landed the head kick that landed. She was throwing it all fight. She finally landed it. Wang tried to come back, follow up with some power shots. Oh, landed a straight left. She got rocked with a straight left. She got a little bit too confident, a little bit too comfortable. She got dropped, rolled, gave up her back. Fernandez jumped on the back. Wow. Retribution, showing the world, hey, look, listen, you counted me out. Yep, you counted me out. Look at this. Wow, wow, wow. All right. Well, the bad news is we lost the fight goes to decision. That's not great. We did say Fernandez submission, but we didn't play it, so that's not great either. The good news is that Wang didn't land any takedowns. So our takedown prop is live. Our other decision here is lost there as well. So we're on some takedown lines still. Alberg, Wang, Ming Yang. Okay, so we just need Yang. Oh, that's good news. So we had a round robin of takedowns. It's Yan under half. I think that's. Oh, I think that's, yeah, Yan Shannon under half a takedown. I don't think she goes for any takedowns. I don't think she wants to keep it standing against Ricci. And then Carlos Ulberg under half a takedowns, I think, which hit. Wang under 1.5 takedowns, which hit. Ming Yang under half takedowns, which hit. We had them in a 2-team round robin. We had them in a 3-team round robin. And we had them in a 4-team parlay. So this Yan under takedowns is going to pay massive once it hits, because everything is landing there. Is on those, I think. My stats say it's 15,000 if it comes through. Let me see. Round robin, under.
And now the official decision brought to you by Floodlights, official beer sponsor of the UFC. See the crowd's reaction. Here's Joe.
Yeah, they're still live. They're not settled on DraftKings here, but I know they're. I got one. Let me double check here.
Number 2 for your winner, Gabriella.
We've been absolutely crushing these takedown props and strike props. The takedown props are so good week in and week out for DraftKings. The only one, well, even that Carlos Prates one. I feel like Carlos Prates, if he didn't get a takedown, they credit him with a takedown because Neil Magny engaged in the clinch. But if he doesn't get that, we're probably like 16 of 16 in takedown props, which is kind of nuts because we've just been playing these parlays and round robins, and they've been hitting week over week in. So, yeah, and Figueiredo, let me see if some of the stats are updated. So, Alberg, zero takedowns, which we figured. Let me show the screen so we're good. So, Alberg, 0 takedowns. Zhang Mang, 0 takedowns. What was the other one? Just those two, right? Yeah. That one, and then the Wong Kang under 1.5 takedowns. That's going to hit. So this is the Yan Shinan takedowns we need for 15 grand, 15K. Dave says round robin takedowns. 2 out of 2, 3 out of 3. Let's go. We have everything riding on Yan takedowns. That would be huge. Going to be 4 to 4 coming up. So yeah, we're definitely watching with close intent there. Can't believe that cashed for plus 509. Yeah, I said the line was wide. She was looking good until she didn't. Fernandez didn't really throw any volume at all until she did. But I told her she has power. She has a submission. The submission was plus 3,000. We called that at the beginning of the fight, and I said, but the KO is live too. So plus finish was plus 1,500. I wish I didn't take it. I thought that the fight would have gone over, which it looked like it was going over until it really didn't. So how much? If you think again, the fight to go to decision was pretty much a pick 'em, right? At minus 130. It's basically saying 50%, 50% finish, 50% not a finish. I would think in retrospect, after seeing that, the finish would have been like 10%, 50. There was unlikely to get a finish there based on how that fight was going. So I do think the bet was a fine bet, goes to decision, and the finish was just sort of one of those puncher's chance lands, a head kick that started it, the right hand that finished it, and then the submission there. So I'm not going to say it's a bad bet, but again, it's a loss there. Yeah, can't believe we didn't take it when we said the plus 3,000. I saw it on tape, and I wish I played it a little bit more. I thought it would have survived, but all good. So let me just grade some of these other ones. Losses, so not great for pre-fight bets. This one pushes, and this one's a loss. All right, so the next one, we have the Yans fighting next, right? Oh, no, the San Canal. Oh, let me show you this one, okay. Where can I show you? For those that have Bet Online, Bet Online has a same game parlay there. Okay, let me move it here. Let me show you here. I posted over on our patreon.com/FightingStats is where I post all of our plays throughout the week, all of our stuff like that. Even I post NFL plays. So here it is here on Bet Online. It's Song Kanong, most significant strikes and wins by decision. They gave it to us at plus 700. So keep an eye on the number, okay? Song Kanong to win and most significant strikes, win by decision and most significant strikes, plus 700. The reason that I like it so much, and again, this is the max bet that they let me get, is $500 to win 3,500. If you take a look here, Song Kanong to win by decision alone, plus 275. Okay. And Song Kanong is a striker. He's a stand-up guy. If he's going to win a decision, it's going to be through significant strikes. If Salakov's going to win the decision, it's going to be through takedowns, things like that. So you're getting Song Kanong plus 275 to win the decision. You're adding most significant strikes, which again is probably how he wins a decision. And then you're getting plus 700. So anytime I see an offline like that, I do have to play them. I played it for max because I do want to maximize the value that I get out of it. So if you go here over to Bet Online, you can even see, oh, this is a different one, sorry. Here on DraftKings, or yeah, DraftKings had it. Song Kanong most significant strikes and Song Kanong win by decision. They had it plus 333. So plus 700 on Bet Online. Normally, the Bet Online same game parlays are completely off or are completely unplayable. But I do check them from time to time, and sometimes there are some winnable lines. So, yeah, it's Song Kanong to win by decision. Again, based on the numbers alone, based on what you think of the fight, it's just a system play. You're getting plus 333. You're getting a plus 275 line for the most likely win equity at plus 700. You got to take the value there. And then you can sort of sprinkle, like, as the fight is going on, right? And it looks like it's going to go to decision, and maybe they're getting, it looks like Song's winning the significant strikes. Then we can come back on the Salikov side and maybe live bet the Salikov side and whatnot. So that's definitely worth a play there if you take a look at it. So let's take a look at some of the other lines. For me, it's just an age thing. Salikov looking so old. He won the last fight there against Ponzinibbio, but Ponzinibbio's old there as well. So really hard to judge where Salikov is at. I'm not really looking to back him. I had Song Kanong against Ian Gary. That one was fucking frustrating because I had Song Kanong round 1 KO at plus 3,500 against Ian Gary. Knocks him down, almost finishes him, and then survives. Ian Gary comes back and finishes him in round 3 there. So Song Kanong doesn't look like a knockout artist, doesn't have a ton of decision wins. Most of his KO wins, 7 of the 9 wins coming from the first round, and then 2 of them in the second round. But I do think he's going to be a better kickboxer, better striker here. Actually, I have some of the stats here, so let's go through the numbers. So most of the wins coming from KO of Song Kanong, right? 4-4 in the UFC. Muslim Salikov 6-4 in the UFC. Looks like Salikov going to be, he's 40 years old, right? So I don't really like backing these 40-year-old favorites. So I think there's a little bit of value on Song Kanong, but again, he's been a little bit chinny. I just don't know. I don't really want to touch it or force a play here. Offensively, you can see Song Kanong is mostly a striker. 84% of the strikes landing at a distance, 7% on the ground, 9% in the clinch. When he does go to the head, he goes to the head at 73% of the time, and he lands at 37% head strike accuracy. Goes to the body at 12% of the time at 58% accuracy, and goes to the leg at 14% of the time at 17% accuracy, right? So decent striking numbers there from Song Kanong. Salikov, decent defensive numbers, 26% head strike defense, 62% body strike defense, and 7% leg kick defense, all pretty good in terms of defense there. But he has been knocked down twice. Song Kanong does have 4 knockdowns. I don't think Song Kanong grapples here. I think if there's any grappling, it's going to be on the Salikov side, so I'm going to ignore the offensive grappling here for takedown. But here in Muslim Salikov, 22 in most of his strikes going to be from a distance there as well. He does strike in the clinch at 8% and 11% on the ground. His head strike accuracy pretty good at 40%, and Song Kanong's head strike defense at 40%. Not the best numbers for Song Kanong in terms of defensive numbers. And then leg strike accuracy pretty good at 93, body strike accuracy. So numbers-wise, it looks like Salikov's better numbers-wise. And then again, I think if anybody's going to grapple, it's going to be Salikov. He has attempted 22 takedowns, landing 9 of them. 41% takedown accuracy overall. And then takedown defense, looks like Song Kanong has a 50% takedown defense. In terms of offensive striking, here's something to keep an eye on. It looks like the strikes landed and absorbed go up for Song Kanong. Usually when you get tired, your defense gets a little bit worse, but Song Kanong pouring on the volume into the later rounds, 35, 38, and 54, something to keep an eye on. But if Song Kanong is going to have a knockdown, it looks like it's going to be in the early rounds. 3 of his 4 knockdowns in round 1, 1 knockdown in round 2, and nothing in round number 3. Yeah, he fought Kevin Jusset, fought Ian Gary, some both decent strikers there. Alex Moreno, Hector Aldana, right? He has been knocked down there. He knocked down by Max Griffin, and this is defensively. He does absorb more shots as the fight goes on there as well. But again, Salikov not really the best striker. Let's go over to the Salikov numbers. Pretty consistent. 13 strikes landed in round 1, 18 in round 2, 17 in round 3. Overall, 3 knockdowns in his UFC career. Knocked down Francisco Trinaldo back in 2021, and then Nordine Talib in 2019, and Ricky Renee in 2018. So doesn't have a knockdown since 2021. Not the best hardest hitter. Again, 40 years old. Red defensive striking, hard to get hit, right? He doesn't take a lot of strikes at 26%. Let's go into the grappling numbers here again. Only 4 takedowns attempted. One was against Kevin Juicy in the 3rd round, and 3 takedowns attempted against Ian Gary, 2 of them in the 1st round. Other than that, no takedowns for Song Kanong. Grappling-wise, he did get taken down by Kevin Juicy. Is not really a grappler. Callum Potter took him down 2 out of 1. Max Griffin tried once. Derek Krantz as well. So not the best grappling there. I think Salikov does have a clear path to victory through grappling. But if Song Kanong can keep it on the feet, again, I think he's a better striker. So I do like that same game parlay. I don't think Salikov's really going to end him there. Salikov's striking, I think he can sort of limit the amount of striking time with some of the clinch time and some of the takedown time there. So I was back and forth all over on this fight. I thought that it could go over because of grappling. I thought that it could get knocked out because he's 4 years old. Song's a little bit chinny there as well. So I went back and forth. I ended up passing on most of this stuff here. Let's show you some of the time breakdown. Song Kanong most of the time is spent standing, 83% of the time, 8% in the clinch. The time that he was on bottom, 100% of the time he was inside control for Song Kanong. On top, looks like 97% of the time that Salikov was on top was in full guard. So it doesn't look like he's going to submit him from full guard too often. I guess it's possible, right? A Salikov submission is live. And then in terms of the striking tendencies, Song Kanong 76% striking, single strikes, 5% 1-2 rate. He does like that jab at 30% of the time. He likes to throw the lead low kick, and he likes to throw the rear low kick there as well. So he does throw a lot of kicks. Keep an eye on the kicking game of Song Kanong. 50% of the time is either the ones or the low kicks there, right? 8% is the left hook, and 2% is the cross. So again, the striking tendencies, not too much in terms of the shots that they like. You see Malam Salikov, his most thrown strikes at 17% is that rear high kick. So maybe he lands a high kick and gets him out of there, but he's throwing this high kick that a low percentage shot. 14% jab is the low percentage shot, and then he goes to rear kick, low kick. So big kicker there from Salikov there as well. So keep an eye on those numbers. And I realize you can't see it based on these things here. So I was talking about here just these kicking numbers. 70% of the striking tendencies for Salikov is that rear high kick. So definitely something to keep an eye on. King of Kung Fu, yeah, he throws these spinning wheel kicks often, but he will work in the takedowns. They're just throwing the highlight package here. Ooh. Coming up next, what do you guys have? Anything good here? Let's see what the chat says. Let's see. Dave says looks like a KO guy. That's right. G says if you go to bet online, it's still plus 600. I do think that there's still value, right? It's still based on the number. It's just a numbers game, right? You're getting complete value on it. Worth it to take a look there. So plus 600 on bet online, worth a stab. You don't have to go nuts. Again, the max that they let me do is plus $500. I don't know if I would have gone much more than that. I just like to play the value lines. What do you think of Wang getting KO'd? That was insane for my plays. Yeah, I mean, I think there was a lot of hype behind Wang. You got to sometimes, how much of this line is baked into hype? How much of it is the UFC trying to push them, right? All they'll show you is these Wang KO highlights and stuff, right? So I don't know if the Wang KO had much value. Based on what we've seen, just based on Fernandez's defense, it didn't look like the KO was coming. It looked like Wang was going to the body. It didn't look like the KO was coming from Fernandez either, because she was just low volume. She never really committed to throwing anything, and then finally landed a head kick. So we've seen a couple of head kicks today, which are really, I consider them low percentage chances. I don't really cap them too high, right? Like Salikov throws these high kicks as well, and I don't think that they're going to be much, too high. I'm not going to say Salikov KO because he throws these high kicks a lot. So yeah, that's why I can see this fight going to decision here. Let me see if there's any last minute plays. Pull up DraftKings while we wait. Uncle Tom, sorry, it says Muslim Salikov decision only. That's not a bad play. Again, it's probably through the grappling. Song could starch him on the feet. I do think that Song probably can win by KO. But yeah, not a bad play. Minus 170, yeah, not bad. Where's Song Kanon plus 550, not bad either. Again, Salikov plus, I'm showing the wrong screen again. Go back here, this one here. Song Kanon plus 550 KO. Definitely live. Salikov's pretty old. Submission, I don't think is really live. Song Kanon by decision. We talked about that plus 300. We're getting plus 700 on the same game parlay, so I'm not touching that. I guess you could hedge off Salikov by decision. I would hate to get to decision. Song wins significant strikes, and then winner by split decision, Muslim Salikov. And you're like, fucking, how close can we fucking get? Plus 175, though. I really didn't want to touch this fight. Actually, let's take a look at some takedown props, see if you guys can get in there. Fight to go to decision. If I had to bet anything, maybe the goes to decision, because again, yeah. If I was going to force something, I'd play goes to decision. I'll just wait to see if I can get something live, and I'm fine. And because we like the decision, again, I don't really touch significant strikes because you can see here, there's a lot of one-way markets. They do provide a two-way over-under, which is fine, over a 50.5. If I do take anything, I only take the two-way market, but 55, 50 strikes, yeah, we talked about those numbers going up there in round 3. Either fighter significant strike land. Oh, those are new. I haven't seen those ones. Either fighter, 80 strikes. I just worry about Salikov grappling, and then nobody gets strikes, right? Takedowns landed. Song Kanon, 2 takedowns. Oh, yeah. If I had to do anything, I'd probably lean this Song Kanon under half takedown at minus 175. That's probably value. Let me see if I can get it in. So log back in again. Looks like they're in the cage though, so I'm gonna work fast here. Sprinkle a takedown prop, fight props, go down, takedowns landed, Song Kanon under. Bet under review. We got it in, but we have to review. We put $250 on minus 175. Song Kanon under a half takedown. They fucking closed it. They went to the trader didn't respond, and then they closed it. Didn't get it through. All right, Martinez is in the octagon here. We're gonna go Song here on the red side. Salikov. Round 1, fix this. MMA. Odds. We'll go back to this one here. Maybe, is this better if I do this one? Yeah, that's a little bit better. Okay, we'll keep it on this. You don't need to see my face close up. All right, we're going to keep an eye on those strike numbers too, because I'll definitely be interested in it, especially if the fight goes later here. So They're in the cage. Looks like the fight is going to start any time now. Just want to get all my things up and running. I got to log in again. All right, round number 1 is off. Song Kanong in the red trunks in Orthodox. Salikov in black trunks and Southpaw. Outside low kick there from Salikov lands. I think Song missed a jab. Outside low kick again from Salikov lands. Lead high kick miss or off the guard there from Song. Inside kick there from Salikov. I'm going to load up a Song Kanong bet just in case. One, two from Song off the guard. I don't think Salikov separates enough to warrant him being a big favorite here. Outside kick from Salikov again. Keep an eye on the lead leg of Song Kanong because Salikov's been going to that lead leg there. 4 spinning kick knockouts for Salikov. I mean, that's why he keeps going back to the well. Left hook off the guard for Salikov. Song not really throwing much here. Another kick there from Salikov. Plus 200 for Song Kanong on DraftKings. Spin kick there from Song. Outside low kick there from Salikov. A big outside low kick for Salikov. I might look to bet a Salikov based on the movement of Song if it starts to slow down or if he starts to limp. So keep an eye on the lead leg of Song. Song shoots in for a takedown. Whoa. Doesn't get it though, but they're clinching up against the fence. DraftKings kicks me out for some reason. DraftKings has the lineup and then they take it down and then you can't find it again. Fuck DraftKings, man. What happened? Knee to the groin. Timeout. Plus 180 on FanDuel. But no, it's still here live on this one. Why is it? Why can't I see it here? Plus 160 live, 165 live here. I can't find it. It's not loading up for me. Oh, here it is. Okay. Song Kanong gets a warning for the groin strike, something to keep an eye on. Sometimes the goldfish memory of these judges, though, they when there's a break there, they don't really remember what happened before, especially if there isn't anything big. 2 minutes and 10 seconds left in round number 1. Jab to the body there for Song. Left hook off the guard. Or right, oh yeah, left hook off the guard. Outside kick. Oh, Song went for the head kick, and that was caught and put down. I'm actually going to count that as a Salikov takedown. That's going to be a bullshit takedown. Not that we have takedowns on Salikov or anything, but Song threw a head kick. It was caught off the head, and then Song fell down to the ground. We saw that one count as a takedown last week. Leg kicks 10-4. That's the issue there. It's just the leg kicks of Salikov running up the significant strike numbers. Spinning back fist there from Salikov misses. The line's coming in pretty close to even still. Oh, he got knocked out. Salikov knocked him out. I missed it. Salikov knocked him out. Round 1 KO. Was it a spinning kick again? He landed a spinning kick again? Are you serious? We talked about how low percentage that fucking kick is, and he keeps going back to it, and he landed it. Holy shit. How many head kick KOs do we see today? Holy fuck. Salikov. So no live betting entries there. Salikov, you know, here's the replay. That's a spinning wheel kick. Right to the chin, knocks him out. It looks like Barboza Terry Edom. It was the same kick. It goes around the guard, catches him right on the temple, right there. Perfect placement too. That was the kick that he likes to go to, right? That rear high kick. Ah, man. Some crazy knockouts today, man. What's going on? 40-year-old Muslim Salikov spinning wheel kick. All right. Well, that was quick. Now we have some time to kill. Anybody have anything that they want to get off their chest here? Let me just look at the... I got to see some of these lines here. Just give me a second. Post some of these tickets here. Another 3, so it's 1,100 there. And the parlay here, okay. Looked like a lot more when I put it into my plays, but okay, so this 4-team parlay straight, $400 to win $2,000. Then the 3-team round robin was $800 to win $2,700. And then the third one round robin was $450 to win $1,150. So 1,200, $4,000, $6,000. I thought it was more than that. What the fuck? All right, so we need Yan under half a takedown for, what did I say? $5,000? $6,000. 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, $6,000.
Congratulations, brother. I guess they call you the king of kung fu for a reason. That was an amazing knockout. 大家都叫你功夫之王啊，这个 KO 实在是太棒。First of all, I want to say, 中国功夫加油！ Yeah. And about knockout.
About knockout. Okay. Next fight. Oh, the Yan fight here. Let me get into that fight just briefly. Let me just finish posting this.
Never expected that we'll finish this fight with some second play. Some of them might punch kicks or punches, but every my kicks is dangerous. Every my punch is dangerous. I just throw my kicks and punch for the finish of the fight. 赛前我也没想到我会用这样的转身的动作去完全对于比赛的 KO， 但是我每一下都是具有 KO 的能力。You're known for your spinning techniques. I see that you're watching it on the.
All right.
That
Round
was
robin.
one of the best spinning wheel kicks that we've ever seen. 我们刚才都看到你这一下挥法实在是太完美了，你是怎么想的 ？Yes, this is my favorite kick. I did the
He is my favorite kick. All right. We did say that he likes that high kick there.
best kicks, yes.
Um,
Yeah, that's beautiful. I'm very happy to get him like that.
let's go back to here. Let me pull up the go into the breakdown. Yan Shannon versus Baby Shark. Tabitha Ricci. All right, let's go through the numbers here, and then we'll break down the fight. All right. Professional Chaos says, hello. Hello. Thanks for joining me on this Saturday morning at 7 a.m., almost 8 a.m. Here, so let's start with Yan Shanan's going to be here on the blue side. Tabitha Ricci going to be on the red side. So Yan Xiaonan in the UFC is 8-3 in the UFC. Most of her wins, 75% of her wins coming from decision. 33% of her losses by KO, 67% by decision there as well. Tabitha Ricci, 5-2, most of her wins coming from decision as well. 50% KO, 50% decision. Let's go over to these tail of the tape. Yan Xiaonan here on the blue side, mostly going to be a striker, stand-up striker, 86%. Distance striking, 6% on the ground, 8% in the clinch. She does go to the head at 79% of the time at 37% head strike accuracy. Pretty good, goes to the body at 7% and the legs at 13%. Overall, you can see Yan Xiaonan does works in the takedowns. She's 11 for 15 on takedowns. She doesn't go to them too often. So worth noting there that she does have high takedown accuracy, but I just don't know if she wants to go down to the ground with Tabitha Ricci. Tabitha Ricci on the defensive side, 33% head strike defense, 63% body strike defense, and 81% leg kick defense. Has been taken down 2 times on 9 attempts. So good takedown defense from Tabitha Ricci, which is good for us. Do you need to see me? Does that make sense if I put myself here? Oh, that's a little bit better. Okay. On the Yan Xiaonan side, or the Tabitha Ricci on offense, she also distance striker, but she does work in some ground strikes. 16% of the strikes landed on the ground. Goes to the head at 79%, 29% head strike accuracy. Goes to the body at 9%, and the legs at 12% at 74% accuracy there. Head strike defense is okay for Yan Xiaonan at 35%. Bodies at 66%. Leg kick defense 71%. So this is the number that's sort of concerning for the Ricci batters here. She's attempted 51 takedowns attempted. She's only landed 18 of them for 35% takedown accuracy. And then as you can see, the takedown defense for Yan Xiaonan, she's seen 43 takedowns attempted. 16 of them have been successful. So 30% takedown defense again. Yan Xiaonan has never been knocked down. Ricci has never landed a knockdown, whereas Yan Xiaonan on offense has landed 2 knockdowns. Ricci has been knocked down once. Let's go into the striking numbers here. You can see this is a 3-round fight, so we don't need to worry about rounds 4 and 5. Rounds 4 and 5 there, Yan Xiaonan has some fights against Mackenzie Dern into the 4th and 5th round, Yang Weili into the 4th and 5th rounds. But you can see the 3-round numbers here. Yan Xiaonan, her offense does go up as the fight goes on. 50 strikes landed in round 1, or 50 strikes thrown round 1, 57 round 2, 70 strikes landed in round 3, 23, 24, and 31 there. So definitely bigger output for Yan Xiaonan as the fight goes on. You can see her defensive striking numbers tend to sort of tail off 15, 22, and 20. So not bad striking numbers as the rounds go. Whereas on the Tabitha Ricci, again, we're saying about 23, 24, and 31 strikes landed for Yan Xiaonan. On the Ricci side, it's only going to be 20, 18, and 23. So Yan Xiaonan does have the volume landed edge if it stays steady, right? And again, Tabitha Ricci 0 knockdowns, head strike accuracy of only 29%. So she doesn't have a ton of volume. She doesn't land a ton of head strikes. She doesn't have any big KO knockdowns to win those rounds. So if the fight stays standing, you have to lean Yan Xiaonan. I think she has the volume. She has the power. I think Yan Xiaonan's the best striker that Tabitha Ricci has faced. Right? We take a look at some of these lines there, right? Tabitha Ricci fought Tisha Pennington, not really a finisher, doesn't have any knockdowns. Lupi Godinez, same thing. Jillian Robertson is a ground game. Pena is not very good. Polyana Viana is not in the UFC anymore. Maria Oliveira, Marion Finot. Sorry, Marion Finot is the for Tabitha Ricci for first fight into the UFC. Has to fight Marion Renault and actually gets knocked out in that fight. I thought the stoppage was a little bit close, but worth noting she did get picked apart and then get knocked out in that against when she actually did fight a striker. So Yan Xiaonan's going to have the best of her on the feet. So again, I think Tabitha Ricci does have to grapple. I don't think Yan Xiaonan looks to grapple. The Zhang Weili one, she got credited with a couple of takedowns here, and that was because Zhang Weili was trying to take her down and she reversed it, got on top, things like that. But other than that, I don't think she was really looking to grapple. Obviously, the Andrade fight was pretty quick. Mackenzie Dern, you're not going to go to the ground with. But Marina Rodriguez, when she felt that she had an edge, she took Marina Rodriguez down. Carla Esparza, you're not going to grapple. Claudia Gadelha, not going to grapple either. So Yan can work in the takedowns if she does think that she has an edge there. But against Mackenzie Dern, Carla Esparza, Claudia Gadelha, girls that were probably better grapplers than her, she tends to stay away from the takedowns, which is why, again, I like the under takedowns. Defensive grappling, she got controlled and mauled by, this is Yan Xiaonan. Andrade, Claudia Gadelha. So she has been taken down quite a bit. Yan Xiaonan. And that was partly the reason why I liked Zhang Weili in that fight. So it's definitely a concern of mine to see Tabitha Ricci. But you take a look at the Tabitha Ricci numbers. Attempting 2.9 takedowns in round 1, 2.3 takedowns in round 2, 3 takedowns in round 3. You can see the takedown numbers are just multi-takedown attempts in each round. 51 takedowns attempted, 18 of them have been successful. And then when she does get on top, she does have a lot of control numbers. So it's definitely a path to victory here for her, but she's just the numbers that she's putting up, right? 1 of 10 against Tisha Pennington, 0 for 6 against Lupi Godinez, 3 for 8 against Jillian Robertson. None of these guys really have good takedown defense either. So for Tabitha Ricci, she's going to have to win a decision, I think, through the grappling. I think Tabitha Ricci by submission is probably live as well. We saw, it was fucking so disheartening. We had Weili Zhang submitting her and then sort of the referee helping her up at the end of round 2, that last fight there. But Ricci by the submission, I think if Ricci is going to win, it's probably going to be that decision there. We can go into the time breakdown here. So if Ricci is going to win, if she does get on top, you can see that's 82% of the time, though she's in full guard. She did get to mount at 14% of the time, so worth noting there. And then when when Yan was on bottom here, you can see 38% of the time she gave up her back, 31% was inside control. So striking tendencies, you can't see my face is in the way. Yan goes to the jab quite often, lead low kick there as well that she'll throw in the 2 at 8%, rear low kick at 8%, so keep it out for those low kicks from Yan. For Tabitha Ricci, goes to the jab at 25% of the time, rear low kicks, 1, 2s, 2s, and 3s. Again, I think Yan has the better striking overall. In terms of plays here, I do like Yan Xiaonan on the money line. I took that early. I had it to win 1 unit here. Let me take a look at the current numbers. Again, I think that she's going to have the striking edge. I think that Yan's going to land the bigger shots, win better on the judges' scorecards. She has the ability to land knockdowns. 1 knockdown is going to win the round here for Yan, right? And she could finish her on the feet. I do like this line here. If you go over to fight lines on DraftKings, you go to finish only. I think Yan Xiaonan has all of the finishing upside at minus 170. Again, I think that she's going to land all the knockdowns, all the KOs. If Tabitha Ricci does finish, it's going to be by submission. So you can play this submission only line here at DraftKings here. I got it at minus 200. It's sort of an insurance for me because I do think if she's going to win, Tabitha Ricci, if she's going to win a finish, it's going to be submission. So I took the submission only line. I really don't think that Yan Xiaonan is going to win by submission. So at minus 200, it was nice. Minus 280, a little bit different. KO line minus 400 right there. You can see they favor Yan Xiaonan to win by KO, which makes sense as well. If Ricci is going to get a KO, it's probably going to be by like positional KO, some kind of back and mount or something like that. But other than that, yeah, I have Yan to win. I think she probably wins a decision. I might sprinkle that a little bit because I think that's probably the way she goes. I know a lot of people like Tabitha Ricci, but okay. What else here? Takedown props. You guys want to take a look at these takedown props? Anybody that didn't get them in over at DraftKings? Significant strike totals. Again, I'm not touching because, again, if Ricci tries to grapple, at least try to attempt multiple takedowns. If anything, maybe the under. But then if she gets her down, maybe the under on top of the Ricci significant strikes. 65.5. I haven't really been paying attention to the numbers too much, but Tabitha Ricci 2.5 takedowns. Don't really want to take that, and here's the under a half. So it's at maybe I should take this. They have it over plus minus 110. Let me just hedge a little bit. I don't usually, but we have $6,000 riding on this bet, so forgive me for yeah. So don't tail me on this, but I'm gonna take the Yan Xiaonan over half takedowns. I just want to get some money back because again I have $6,000 riding on the over. I don't want to lose and miss out on everything. So we'll give some back. That's fine. We'll still end up with 5 and a change if the Yan Xiaonan goes under. And we end up with breaking even if it goes over. All right. Tabitha Ricci's in the cage. Yan Xiaonan is starting her walkout. So we have a couple more minutes. Anybody in the chat have anything good for this fight? Professor Chaos says, what have your bets been? Live in 3. I'll go over them shortly. Coffee's flowing here at the Chaos Residence. I'm not a big coffee drinker. I don't. When I was in university, I used to drink it all the time by the pot and didn't even use a cup. Just drink it out of the pot, and then it doesn't really do anything for me. So sort of laid off. But yeah, Yan Xiaonan to win by decision is the most likely outcome. But Tabitha Ricci to win by decision again, that's... I think both of those are live, but you can see fight goes to decision minus 400. So it makes sense just numbers-wise, even if you don't agree with anything I said, numbers-wise, you get fight to go decision minus 400, you get the favorite at minus 200, and then so wins decision minus 120. So that's what the odds makers think is going to happen, is Yan Xiaonan to win by decision. I think so as well. I was going to parlay the Yans together by decision, Yan by decision. Maybe I'll do that. Let's go Yan decision, just for something in the last couple of fights. Okay. I took a Yan squared decision. Here's an interesting. What's the plan for sleep? I went to sleep at 1 a.m. I had date night with the wife yesterday, so I spent time during the week doing other stuff or whatever. So date night during the week. On Friday, ended up going to sleep around 1 o'clock. Woke up at 3 o'clock, and then I think that's it. I think I'm okay for the rest of the day. I may try to sneak in some power naps. My kids have some activities to go to, so one of my superpowers is the ability to sleep on command anywhere, so I'm not too concerned. One time I went to the David Letterman show when I went to New York, ended up in the first round of David Letterman, and just decided I was going to take a nap during the show. They ended up moving me because they didn't want to show me in the crowd being asleep, so yeah, I can sleep anywhere, anytime, try to catch up on my rest. But these early mornings, late nights, not unknown to me. All right, so let's pull these back up. I think I was on this one here. Okay. We're going to put Yan here. I'm going to put Ricci here. I'm going to reset the timer. Baby shark, baby shark. If anybody has kids, they know what that's about. Move the log back in every time to FanDuel. I haven't had any real good live betting spots. The favorites have pretty much covered a lot of the time, or there's been flash knockouts, things like that. I got a couple of early lines, but I didn't pound them too much. All right, they're off. Round number 1. Start this one up. Yan Xiaonan in the red, Tabitha Ricci in the black. Yan's going to open up orthodox. Ricci is going to be in southpaw. Ricci, the one circling on the outside, takes the center of the cage now, and Yan coming forward. Keep an eye on those leg kicks. A lot of distance here between them. Left hook there off the guard there for Yan. Right to the body misses. Yan keeping that left shoulder tucked, or the chin tucked behind the shoulder. Yan keeping that right hand pretty high up, which is good. 1-2 there for Yan. I'm expecting Tabitha Ricci to try to shoot for a takedown. I'm expecting her to partially get it, and then the live line is going to shoot up on the Tabitha Ricci side. So you could pre-bet a Tabitha Ricci, or at least load one up, because if that takedown does come, she's at plus 165 now on DraftKings. You might get some Ricci lines if she doesn't shoot too often. A lot of people will come in on the Yan side, but I wouldn't touch Yan until I see the takedown come from Ricci. Yeah, it has to be part of her game plan. 1-2 off the guard for Yan. Ricci looks under for a takedown, easily stuffed. Right, so she attempted a takedown there, stuffed. Plus 175 for Ricci. If Ricci cannot get the takedown, she's losing. Side kick there from Yan to the ribs. Nice one. Sounds like my dog's awake. Right hand lands for Yan, clean. Oh, that one landed clean for Yan on Ricci. Ricci way outside in a kicking range still. Side kick there from Yan. Right hand from Yan. Again, not much volume here from Ricci so far. Plus 300 for Ricci already. I'm going to put $200 on Ricci plus 300. That's because I have Yan already. Nothing really happened. She hasn't really touched. Plus 350, I got to do it. Plus 350 on DraftKings for Tabitha Ricci. She hasn't done anything. Still 2 minutes left in this round. One takedown could win the round, and I'm already sort of free rolling on Ricci. So I'll take that when I can get it. I don't have to sweat out the rest of the fight. It's $200 to win 900, and I had 900 on Yan to win. So I'm taking some 200 on Ricci again. It could flip at any moment. Plus 400 now. Nothing's really happened. Like, I know she attempted one. She wasn't close, but we saw on the numbers that she attempts multiple takedowns in every single round. So you know it's coming again. But right now she's having trouble closing that distance. Kick there to the body there from Yan. Another kick there from Yan. Plus 450 on DraftKings. Plus 330 on FanDuel. Total strikes 12-0. Ricci has not landed a single strike. That underarm would have been nice. Ricci's way too far on the outside. She has to close it. Oh, she throws a high kick and not even close. For Ricci, she's going to have to close the distance with strikes, then level change into a takedown. Again, her takedown accuracy is not the greatest. Her entries are not the greatest, and she's standing way outside in kicking range. 55 seconds left in round number one. Yan's sort of cruising at this point so far. Plus 500 on the live line. Yan's going to be up one round. She's doing such a good job of showing Ricci what's going to happen if she's not smart about it. 1-2. Again, just a couple of in and out, couple of 1-2 strikes, and then back out in range. Ricci really struggling to close the distance. 25 seconds left. That Yan decision not looking too bad. Clapper goes 10 seconds left. Now Ricci comes in, tries to engage in the clinch. All right. One round down, no takedowns. All right, so Yan clearly wins that round. Minus 750, can't play it. Minus 920, can't play it. Total strikes 17-0. What? So the broadcast is saying Ricci did not land a single strike. Wow, they're not even significant strikes, just strikes too. That's kind of ridiculous. keep an eye on that Ricci line. Like, again, it's kind of high. I'm predicting that Ricci might get a takedown here, and if she does, the line's going to go right back down to even, because she's going to secure this round. It's going to be 1-1 going into the third, and you'll be there with a Ricci ticket at plus 550. Into round 3, then you might be able to get Yan at plus, minus 120, minus 150-ish if it goes 1-1. So again, she's probably going to get one takedown, Tabitha Ricci. And so plus 550 is going to look like value here if she can get it. If not, then, how bad could it be at plus 550? Round 2, they're off. I forgot them to hit it. So I'm a little bit behind my clock, probably 10 seconds. Inside low kick there from Ricci. Look at it, counted as a strike. Jab to the body from Yan. Yan has stopped moving, just taking the center of the cage, letting Ricci circle around her. Inside kick misses there from Yan. Left hook misses there from Yan. Oh, nice right hand lands for Yan. Backing up Ricci here. Get out of there. Ricci's hurt and gets a takedown. Ricci got a takedown. 700. I'm gonna add action required. Right under review. It's only no, don't go through. All right, didn't go through. Woo. They're back up to Sandy. I thought I was gonna get some Ricci plus 700 because I thought she was gonna keep that that takedown, but it didn't go through, and we'll leave it open right now. But Yan did hurt her. She's probably going to be up. Actually, yeah. It's one of those things now where Yan won that round 1. She landed a big strike here in round 2. Even if Ricci gets the takedown, it's possible that Yan still wins the round. Another right hand there lands for Yan. The Gamer says, could this be a 10-8 round 1? I don't think so. I think it's probably 10-9. Yan Chanel minus 1,600 on the live line. Nice jab there again. A 3-2 combo there from Yan. Can't play these live lines. You got to either take a shot on these long shot dogs. 1-2 lands for Yan again. Inside low kick there from Yan. Not a ton of volume here. They're still circling around. 2 minutes, 20 seconds left, so the over 1.5 hits. Right hand lands for Yan. 1-2 misses for Ricci. Not even close for these strikes. Left hook lands for Yan.
Super dedicated to this lifestyle. And it's so smart because if you watch Yan, she's not initiated.
I do believe, yeah, Yan has all the finishing equity here. She landed those right hands there. She had Ricci hurt. Look, Ricci even caught a kick there and still couldn't get the takedown. And Yan's destroying her on the feet. So why would she ever need a takedown? Look, significant total strikes, 32 for Yan, 2 for Ricci. That's strikes. That's not even significant strikes. 2. I thought she landed a kick. That's ridiculous. They're almost 10 minutes into the fight. She landed 2 strikes. Last week we had Paul Craig over 3.5 strikes. I would have been sweating at this point. If Ricci was at 3.5, we took the over, and she's only at 2. I'm more than halfway through the fight. 1 minute left in this round here. Ricci a lot of feints. 1-2-3 lands for Yan. Ricci circles off. Another 3-2. Yan pointing down to the ground, saying, "Come get me." Oh, an outside kick there from Ricci lands. Oh, you might be at 3 strikes. 1-2-3 misses there from Yan, a little bit short. Nice jab there from Yan. Outside kick there from Ricci. 1-2 from Yan. She's way short on these punches, and she's doing nothing to address them. Yan's mouthpiece gets knocked out. They don't stop the clock. Keep it going. 20 seconds left. 1, 2, 3. Nice counter. Yan has a nasty pullback right counter. She keeps throwing it. So Ricci's rushing in with these strikes, being short, and then Yan will back up, plant, and then throw a right hand. Ricci looking to clinch. 7 seconds left. She's not going to get this. 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second. All right. Yan Xiaonan minus 3,500 on the live line. This is like that Fangs fight that we saw. But can Tabitha Ricci land a head kick? Yeah, we got some Ricci as an ARB, trying to ARB our pre-fight bets, right? So we took Yan pre-fight, and then we took some Ricci live. So we're free rolling here. We still need Yan Xiaonan money line. A Yan finish would be best for us. We do have a finish only line that would hit. I have $1,000 on that as well. So yeah. Round 3 finish would probably be the best. I doubt it looks like it's going to go to decision. Just no takedowns, please. 5 more minutes, no takedowns. Round number 3. Start this. Round number 3. Yan still taking the center of the cage. Ricci's still in another island there somewhere. It's funny, when the camera's on the back, it looks like they're close, and then they go to the side where you can see how far they are, and they're super far apart. There's another pullback right hand counter from Yan that lands. Ricci doesn't know how to close the distance. There's an outside low kick there from Ricci. Jab to the body. Another jab to the body from Yan.
Go forward and just like this roll, swing, just get a hold of it. It's all before she put it down for a split second, because this approach, she knows, her team knows, yeah, this is the work. It's not working.
4 minutes left. Come on, Yan. Right hand there lands for Yan. The worst case scenario is fucking Yan rocks her with the right hand, and then if she rocks and then goes for a takedown. Some stupid shit like that. I've seen everything. All right, 3 minutes, 40 seconds left. Yan lands another right hand. I can't believe this this game plan here from Ricci. Ricci did absolutely nothing. Lead high kick misses there from Ricci. She doesn't even just get in there. She just has to get it. Like she's staying way on the outside, respecting the power. Every time she gets in, she gets countered, and she doesn't know how to cut off the cage, close the distance. At this point, you're looking for like a flying scissor kick, Eminari roll into a takedown. Do something. Like, here's a clinch here from Ricci, got clipped with the left hand coming in. Another clip with the left hand coming in. 3 minutes left. Another right hand coming in. So at least now she's stepping into range, but she's getting hit with these right hands, which makes her force herself back out. Another jab to the body. Right hand there. Yeah, I'm backing off. Lead high kick there from Ricci, misses again by a mile. 2 minutes, 30 seconds. So the over 2.5 hits. 1-2 there from Yan. What a showcase for Yan. What an easy fight. She just fucking cruised. Ricci attempted what? 1 takedown? 1 or 2 takedowns? 1, 2, 3 again for Yan. 2 minutes left. 2:10 left. Nice jabs to the body there from Yan. 2 minutes now. Come on, Yan. Nothing stupid here. Ricci threw an elbow, like she was close enough to throw an elbow. Yeah, this looks like the Manalfurio fight. Oh, nice and right. Another pullback counter there from Yan.
Yeah,
90 seconds left. Yeah. Oh, Ricci looked for a takedown. Not even close. Back to standing again. 1-2 got countered with the left hook there from Yan.
it's a shame that's happened to Beach. She's on an incredible win streak at the moment. She's clearly improving.
She's done. What's the live line now? Minus 20,000. I can't do it. Put up 20,000 to win 100. Last minute left. Richie made no adjustments. Richie's on my do not bet list. I don't know. Sometimes it's the fight IQ. Like, I know she's trying. She's just getting pieced up, but try something different. I don't know. Left hook there from Yan. 30 seconds left. Come on. 1-2 there from Yan. 1-2 again. 20 seconds left. It doesn't look like there's going to be a takedown here. 20 seconds. No stupid shit. Come on. Yan Chanan looks amazing. Like, oh, a nice right hand there from Yan. Backs up Ricci. 5 seconds left. Oh, head kick lands for Yan with 5 seconds left. Yes. All right. Goes to decision. No funny shit. I think that Yan did not get a takedown. Yan wins on the money line there. We push the Tabitha Ricci submission only. We push the Yan Chanan finish only. But that's okay. We hit the parlays. We hit the 14 parlay. We hit the 3-team parlay. We hit the 2-team parlay. All of them. So that definitely pulls us into the red, the green, the black. This is a push. This is a push. This is all right. All right. Win. Very nice. Let me see. Why did it show me different numbers here? Here's the thing I posted. This is our fighting stats behind the scenes. Just want to see these takedown props. Here, okay, here they are. This is the one here. So Yan Chanan under hits, Kong Wang under hits, Carlos Alberg hits. This was 3 $150 bets. $350 bets, $450 total to pay out $11.50. So that one cashes all three. This is a 4-pick parlay plus 14. So those 4 legs, $400 to win $2,000. That one hit as well. So all 4. And then the Volcan one missed. And this was, I said this one, 3-team round robin, 4-team parlay. And then this is a 3-team round robin here. So out of these 4, I parlay all 3 of them, 4 different 3-team parlays. 800 to win 2,700. So we're up about $6,000 from these parlays alone. So definitely well ahead now. And then yeah, Dave Petr says these TV props of yours are printing cash. Honestly, guys, it's ridiculous that I keep hitting them like over and over and over. Like, again, I want to say like I'm 16 or 17 in these takedown props. It's a matter of the game plan, figuring out who wants to do what, right? Yeah, okay, Yan Chanan gets a couple of takedowns and Yang Wei Li, but those were forced grappling, moments, right? All of these ones, they didn't have any takedowns, right? So yeah, she got kicked with a big one there. So good showing there. All right, let's move into the main event because there's only one fight left. You guys have been with me since 5 in the morning. 6 of them. I went live at 6, right? I've been here since 3. Not tired yet, but check back in. I do have a show to go to in the evening, so I'll try to find some time to get some rest in. And then we got to break down some NFL stuff. So, main event. Do I have it here? This is Yan, pure Yan difference figure. Okay. Pure Yan, 9-4 in the UFC. Deiveson Figueiredo, 12-3-1 in the UFC. You can see most of Yan's wins are going to be by decision, 56%. 44% of the wins are coming from KO. And then she does, Deiveson Figueiredo, his wins are spread out between KO, submission, and decision. On offense here, Pure Yan, mainly a boxer, I would say, if I had to categorize them. 72% distance strike accuracy, goes to the head at 80%, so he's mainly a head target guy. At 46% head strike accuracy, pretty good. And then Figueiredo, 43% head strike defense, not the greatest head strike defense against a boxer like Pure Yan. Yeah, it doesn't go to the legs too often at 6%. 81% defense for Figueiredo, 94% leg kick accuracy. And then you can see Pure Yan does mix in the takedowns. He has attempted 49 takedowns in his UFC career. 25 of them have been successful, so 51% takedown accuracy. And then Figueiredo is about 41%, 56% takedown defense. Have seen 56 takedowns, 23 of them have been successful. On the flip side here, we have Deiveson Figueiredo here on offense. Striking most of the time at 72%, close to 75%. Good striking offense numbers at 49% head strike offense, 77% to the body, 78% to the legs. And then he also works in some takedowns. He's attempted 50 takedowns, 21 of them have been successful. But the takedown defense of Pure Yan, he's seen 128 takedowns attempted. 19 of them have been successful. So it's the takedown defense of Pure Yan that I really like that keeps the fight standing. And then I do think if the fight stays standing, the head strike defense of Figueiredo going to land a little bit more shots for Pure Yan. Again, he's going to the head at most often at 80% of the time, and he's landing almost half of the time that he is landing. So all of those strikes that he's throwing are going to the head, and he's landing about half of them. And the Figueiredo, his head strike defense allows 43% of them to land. So you look at the head strike targets, you look at the accuracy, you look at the takedown defense. It tells me that Yan's going to keep the fight standing. It tells me that Yan's going to go to the head, and it tells me he's going to land these bigger shots on the head, right? Yan does have 10 knockdowns in the UFC. Figueiredo's been knocked down once, but Figueiredo does have 11 knockdowns, and Yan's been knocked down once. So on the feet, it can be close. I want to show you some of these volume numbers, right? So Yan, volume-wise, pretty consistent. It does go up. Yan does start slow. 39 strikes attempted in round number 1. And then as the rounds go on, again, this is a 5-round fight, so keep that in mind. You can see the volume for Pure Yan going up. 50 strikes, 52, 48, 44. So round 1's always the slowest round for Pure Yan. 20, 26, 25, 30, 29. So you can see the trend line go up for Pure Yan. Same thing with strikes absorbed, pretty consistent, 19, 22, 23, 29. So his defense doesn't drop off where his offense does. And then Deiveson Figueiredo, his offense goes up a little bit. You can see he's averaging 12 strikes united, 6, 13 compared to the 20s, right? We said mid-20s, 26, right? So you're going to get more volume from Pure Yan. You're going to get more head strikes from Pure Yan. He's going to land more strikes, and then Deiveson Figueiredo is only landing 12, 14, 13 strikes. He does have a bunch of knockdowns, right? 11 knockdowns in total for Figueiredo, most of them coming in the second round. And then his volume actually does come up here in rounds 4 and 5, but a lot of those 4 and 5 against Brendan Moreno, right? I don't know if he has any 5-round fights against other fighters, yeah. And then if you go back to those Figueiredo fights or the Moreno fights, I thought that he slowed down a little bit into those rounds. Moreno won a lot of those fights because of those later round things there as well. So you get Yan, you get the striking numbers, you get the takedown defense, you get more volume, and you get the later rounds, the cardio deficit there for Yan. So for Deiveson Figueiredo to win this fight, I think it's going to have to be through grappling, which, again, with the takedown numbers, it's going to be kind of difficult, or land a big shot. And again, Pure Yan, pretty good defensive boxer, keeps a high guard, really only been knocked down once. So it's going to be small chances here from Figueiredo. I like Yan to win this. I like him quite a bit, actually. I think he has a lot more ways to win. And then I wanted to show you the grappling because you talked about takedown numbers. Nobby Knuckles is asking about takedown numbers. I didn't know. I went back and forth on this here. You can see Petr Yan here, his takedown attempts, right? Tries to take Song Yadong down about 7 times. Tried to take Merab Dvalishvili down 4 times. Tried to take Merab down. Who takes Merab down, right? So he has attempts there. He did take Merab down. Take Sean O'Malley down easily, 13 attempts there. Aljamain Sterling, no attempts. Corey Sandhagen, no attempts there. So it was tough to gauge where his game plan is. He's not afraid to take anybody down. So I wouldn't be surprised if he takes Figueiredo down. I just don't know if he needs to, if it's in the game plan. You sort of give Figueiredo a chance to win. And then defensively, you can see all these numbers here, and everybody tries to take him down. Look at Merab numbers; they're ridiculous here, right? So Merab's a great wrestler. I think he really struggled on these takedowns. While Yan was able to pop back up. 8 takedowns, attempted 7. 40, like Merab attempted like 35 takedowns in that fight, in the 5-round fight. He only gave up, a couple minutes of control each of those rounds, and that's how Merab was able to beat him. So it's tough. It's going to be, Merab had 5 rounds, and to beat Petr Yan, and he had to get all those takedowns. Figueiredo is going to gas out completely if he tries that takedown numbers. So therefore, it stays on the feet. I like the volume. I wanted to show you before they get into the cage. I have here's the line here, so I'll give you guys more time to put in as they're getting in. So Petr Yan on the money line minus 305. I don't mind that if you're going to play a money line. I don't want to take the over/under yet because I do think that Yan can win in the later rounds. But if you go here to the same game parlay for DraftKings, some of the other sites have it. You get Petr Yan here. And then I look at these over rounds, right? So you can go Petr Yan over half a round, right? So he's minus 310. You add half a round, he goes to minus 255. If you add 1.5 rounds, he goes to minus 170. Kind of playable there. So I go over to minutes, right? 4.5 minutes is 1 round. 7.5 is 2.5 rounds, right? So I start going up to here, 8.5 minutes, minus 155. I think I got this 9.5 minutes. So it's Petr Yan to win plus over 9.5 minutes, minus 145. I think I got it minus 135 ish, something like that. So Petr Yan has 0 first-round finishes. Again, he's a very slow starter. He does have 1 second-round finish, but that was at the end of the round, in between rounds. So that's why I like this over 9.5 versus the over 10.5, because you get stupid shit like we saw in that last fight, the Marcin Tybura. He got a finish because of a cut, and that was in between rounds. So anytime this happens, Figueiredo's been cut as well. So you don't want to lose the over 10.5 because you got greedy here and took the over 10.5, and he lost by cuts. It's only 10 cents difference. So I settled at the 9.5. Over 9.5, or you can come down here to seconds and take this over 599 seconds, and that's at the end of the second round. Again, if he loses in between rounds, that still cashes versus this one here, which is just minus 135. So it's a 5 cent difference between the over 599.5 and the 659.5. So pay the 5 cents for the extra minute. You get in between rounds, and you get Yan pretty much at the money line of minus 135. So I have 2 units on that. I think are 1.5 to win 1 there. And I also like this. I want to show you as well. Here, this one. I'm going to add to the money line. Well, maybe. Yeah, we'll leave it because Yan starts slow. We might be able to get Yan at plus 100 even money here. So gets out of the same game parlay. Minus 5.5. I think the fight can go late. After that last fight, I did the Yan squared by decision, so I do have a little bit of Yan on the decision line. What do I want to show you? Fight lines. Petr Yan's coming on now. This decision line here, Petr Yan decision only line. So I think, again, I talked about Deiveson Figueiredo. His ways of winning are a flash KO, some weird KO, or some weird takedown submission. It's going to be hard to beat Petr Yan by decision. Merab did it, but again, there was 35 takedowns against for Figueiredo. Does Figueiredo have the volume and the striking and the cardio to go 5 rounds to win a decision? I don't think so. So I think the Petr Yan decision line is a little bit safer than the money line. I don't think that Figueiredo is going to win a decision. I think if it goes to decision, it's mostly going to be Petr Yan, and then it saves you if there's any kind of weird kind of knockdown submission, things like that. So minus 340 here is similar to the money line at minus 300. Let's go over to the fight props here. Significant strike totals. Again, I think it goes over. If anything, Figueiredo, yeah. Petr Yan probably goes over this 107.5. That's not bad. You can start laddering them. Let's see these stats here. Just because I don't have the total. So Yan against Song Yadong, that was a 3-round fight, goes to 100. Rob with 35 takedowns against went to 75. Yan in the 3-round fight against O'Malley goes to 58. Yan in the 5-round fight against Sterling goes to 63. But again, a lot of grappling in that fight. Sorry, Corey Sandhagen is the first fight that it goes over. So yeah, I can see the another 5-round fight that goes over. He's going well over these runs, right? 141, 194. Let's for the sake of betting it, let's take a look at the significant strikes. We're going to take Petr Yan over his significant strike total because I think he goes way over the number. Probably not going to get it in now. Fight props. Decision, either fight 107.5. We're just going to sprinkle a little bit. I don't like it too much. Bet on review. I put $250. $250 at 107.5 over for Petr Yan. If you get a 5-round striking match, it's going to go way over. Petr Yan's significant strikes. Let's go 150 plus for $100. It's the biggest line that they have there. Bet not placed. I got logged out. What the fuck? I was going to go over 150 strikes for Yan. Plus 380, not a bad look. I gotta start looking at those. All right, logging back in because I get logged out of these accounts. Last fight of the night. Again, thank you to all those that joined. Hang out with me on this Saturday morning. Maybe get some McDonald's breakfast or something. Not gonna lie, kind of like these. I know it's early in the morning, but now I have all day to do whatever I want. And it doesn't take up my evening. I can go out, make a nice dinner. I can start my football research. We've been pretty hot on football as well. All right. Let's bring up my sheets. Let's bring up the odds. Let's set everything up here. I think we're okay with this. Beltron, Flightlines should be up here. Are you ready? Oh, again. Oh, see, I don't even have to start the reach here. Figgy. I'm going to just go Figgy. Again, Figgy. There's a 5-round fight. Okay, I'm logged in. I'm logged in. I'm hoping for a slow Yan start. I'm hoping if we can get Yan anywhere close to even after round 1, I'm in. Anywhere close to anything, actually. Just keep an eye on the Yan line. As it starts to drop, I'm going to start playing it.
Official weight 135 and 1/2 pounds. In 22 fights, his record stands at 17 victories with 5 defeats. He's the former UFC Bantamweight World Champion.
Somebody asked what sites these are. So this is DraftKings on the top, FanDuel on the bottom. I have some books as well. If you are going to be betting long term and you want to make money long term, you got to spread your money around all different books so that you can get the best line available. You're not stuck taking anything. And different sites have different pros and cons to each site there. All right, so the announcer's done. Both guys are in the cage there. I think everything is set up. Screen's up and running. I'm going to start my timer. I'm logged in, ready to go. Main event, UFC Macau. I got to get to Macau sometime as well. Deiveson Figueiredo says he needs 3 rounds to get him out of there. Wow, big words. All right, they're off. Round number 1. Yan quickly takes the center of the cage in the black trunks in orthodox. Figueiredo takes the outside of the cage, yellow trunks, also in orthodox. Figueiredo right away shoots in for the takedown. Easily stuffed there from Yan. Yan tries an inside trip. Yan gets Figgy gets a takedown. Oh my God, you get the land. So Figgy gets a takedown. That's fine. That's going to drive the live line on Yan to playable numbers. Hopefully he holds them here before DraftKings actually has the number up. MMA. So right away, Yan drops a little bit. I'm really looking to put $1,000 if Yan looks like he's gonna get. Looks like he's getting back up. I'm taking minus 230 for $1,000. Looks like already Yan's are gonna build the base and he's already gonna get backed up to his feet. So minus 230 on the live line, $1,000, 2 units. And we'll keep on looking to add. If it gets back to pick 'em, I'll add some more as well. So Figgy's on top here, working the back. Yan trying to get up back to his feet. He's on his knees. He's gonna roll. He might give up his back here, Yan. Yan's gonna have to turn into Figgy. It's a weird situation where Figgy's sort of like a backpack. He has like inverted crucifix. But the only knock on Yan was that he does give up his back, like in the Aljamain Sterling fight. Well, it looks like Figgy's gonna have the back. He has one hook in now. Minus 140 for Yan. I'm gonna add to this Yan line. I'm gonna wait to see if it gets any better because right now Figgy has his back, one hook in there, 3 minutes on the clock. I don't know if he's gonna get a takedown, but if it looks like Yan's about to get up, I'm gonna see if I can time this the best line. Minus 130 on Yan. This is not bad. Yan's not in trouble. He did give up the back. Figgy has the body triangle on him. But Yan is controlling 2-on-1 on the hands. Not really giving much up. Yan turned into a minus 140, minus 166. So we got Yan again. So we have $2,000 on the money line live, minus 166. We got minus 199 and minus 166 for Yan. So he turned there. It's Yan on top now in full guard with the half the round to go. Now he's minus 270. Now watch this live line tumble down. He hit minus 120 or minus 130 for a little bit when Figgy had the back. And then as soon as Yan reversed it, it dropped down. So it's going to go minus 270. It's going to go right back to pre-fight, probably minus 300. Yan's on top. So Yan didn't get a takedown, but he is on top here, controlling. Figgy has closed guard from the bottom. And really just controlling the posture, which is kind of surprising. Yan covering the mouth of Figgy. We just want him to stall it out here. So 90 seconds left in round number 1. We wanted to get past round number 2, and then we have all the Yan money lines. And Yan's going to win this round as well, even though the top time was split. You know, Figueiredo had the back a little bit, Yan had on top, because Yan's landing some elbows here, and it's at the end of the round. So minus 360. So I got Yan. Yeah, you see Yan's dropping down to minus 425 now. Some big 12-6 elbows from Yan. I'm not coming back on the Figgy side. I think I'm done live betting here unless something big happens. I think Figgy's going to fade the longer the fight goes, so I can't really come in on the money line. And then I think the money line's too far out at minus 520 now. And we got 4 units done. So that was the live line we were waiting for. We called it out. We just needed a big moment to bring it down. It played out perfectly. We didn't play anything real pre-fight. And then now we have $2,000 on Yan. Oh, Figgy's back up. 15 seconds left in round number 1. Figgy's already breathing out of the mouth pretty big. So it was a big. Figgy's not going to be able to go 5 rounds. Sometimes, yeah, DraftKings used to have the method of victory. I would be looking at that. So that was a Yan round. Jan's going to cruise. He's probably going to win 3, 4, 5 as well. Figgy's going to need a big moment, but that window where you can get that big moment is really dropping because, again, he's going to be tired. The punch is going to be a little bit slower. The takedown is going to be a little bit harder. Yeah, we just need 4.5 minutes. All right, round number 2. Jens had such an unlucky run of just weird fights and back-to-back. It's like he should have been champion. He should have been champion for a while. If Jan's champion, this line's like, minus 500, minus 600. All right, round 2's off. All right, so now we need 299 more seconds. We're watching the clock tick down. Nice push kick there from Jan. High kick there from Jan off the guard. Another push, like pushing on the knee, like a John Jones side knee kick there from Jan. Kick to the body. I wanted to play Jan KO 3, 4, 5, but it was plus 500. It's kind of unplayable. Another push kick there from Jan on the knee. He's really working that front knee. Here in orthodox, Figgy in orthodox, a little bit slower pace. I'm okay with this. I need 4 more minutes. There's 4 more minutes left in this round. Figgy really trying to load up that right hand, pressuring forward, switches to southpaw for Figgy. Jan's also in southpaw, goes high lead, high kick there from Jan. Push kick on that leg, back up. Switches to orthodox from Jan. Goes nice kick to the body there from Jan. Tries to kick again. Jan, Figgy caught the kick. That was his chance to get that takedown, but didn't get the takedown, still standing. Oh, Jan was going to look for a sweep takedown. Didn't get it. 3 minutes, 20 seconds left in round 2. Significant strikes, 22-2. Figueiredo pulling out his best Tabitha Ricci impression here. Oh, high kick off the guard. Another high kick for Jan. Jan's going to land this high kick. Just wait another 3 minutes, Jan, please. Kick to the body from Figgy. Figgy trying to work his way in. Yeah, Jan's looking for this takedown. This, like, I call it the Machida takedown. It's like a sidestep sweep where he puts his line, he puts his leg. It's like an outside trip takedown sort of thing. So I know you're taking over-unders, but he uses this like sweep takedown that he likes, and it's there. And he'll mirror the stance. So Figgy right now is in southpaw. Jan's in southpaw because that takedown is there. Oh, Jan landed a right hand. 2 minutes, 30 seconds left. Figgy with a wheel kick lands. Right hand lands. Jan's backing up. No, he's fine. Minus 810 on the live line, guys. So we got minus 130-ish. You can't time it much better than that, right? It can't go according to plan much better than that. Nice leg kick, outside leg kick there from Jan. Kick to the body there from Figgy. Ooh, kick, inside kick there from Jan. Right hand there from Figgy. Minus 520 for Jan on the live line. It's going to get to a point where it's kind of value, and I know it's crazy. Left hand lands for Jan. Figgy tries to shoot a takedown, easily shucked off. Another 8 takedown attempt. This is last minute in this round. We have the over 9.5 minutes, which is 30 seconds left, and the over 5:99.5 seconds. So let's go. Outside low kick there from Yan. 15 seconds for the 9.5 minutes. Ooh, left hand, right hand lands for Figgy. This round a little bit closer. High kick there, left elbow there. Push kick there from Yan. All right, so we hit the over 9.5 minutes part of the parlay. We just need Yan to complete that same game parlay. And then there's still 20 seconds left in round number 2. Oh, left hand lands for Figgy. Figgy's landed some big shots here in this fight, in this round. Yeah, he went for that takedown again, did Yan. Right hand lands, 10 seconds left. 1-2 kick to the body. There it is, that takedown. He got the takedown at the end there. I didn't have any takedowns, but Yan kept on looking for it. Watch it at the end of the round. He keeps looking for the side sweep takedown I talked to you about. All right. So that's great. We hit the over 9.5 minutes. We hit the over 5.99 seconds. And now we just need Yan moneyline. And Yan moneyline is minus 520 and then minus 600 on the live line. So this was a lot of his win condition. He takes the fights into the later rounds there. It probably goes to decision, but Yan late is not out of the question. We're only into the 3rd round now. So in terms of plays, I don't think I'm going to have much plays left in terms of bets. I don't think I'm going to be able to come in on the Figueiredo side. I doubt something big enough happens that we get Yan back to even. That round was close. That round was very close. I'll give him the benefit of the doubt and give him round 2. Let's go there. So just to keep it interesting, so I don't lay minus 5,000 on Peter Yan. So you get 2 weeks before the next UFC at UFC 310. All right, those overs hit. Yan southpaw, Figueiredo southpaw. Yan goes outside low kick again, goes high kick blocked. A little bit of a staring contest. Yan goes right hand to the body. Nice shot to the body there from Figgy. Outside low kick there from Yan. Kick to the top there from Figgy. Figueiredo's trying to corner Yan. What? Oh, corner them into the fight. Okay, huh? Minus 425 on DraftKings. Figgy with the takedown attempt. Oh, Figgy gets a takedown. Okay, it's possible here. Oh, Yan's already back up. Fuck. If you're going to get a takedown, at least give me a minute or 2 for the live line to come back in. I was hoping to maybe get, a 200, 300. Minus 345 live. Let me get it. 345. No, close. Tried to get another unit. Oh, Yan with the knockdown. 4-6. I'm not logged into FanDuel. Fucking it moved. I saw 360 for a little bit. I tried to hit that one, but it moved. That was the big moments that we're talking about. Like, Figgy needed that takedown. If he held on that takedown maybe another 10 seconds, we could have got in maybe again on Yan. But Yan immediately pops back up, and now he's in full guard on top of Figgy into the 3rd round. This is very bad for Figgy off of his back. Yan moving Figgy's head up against the cage. I think that's a bad idea. I know they used to do that, but now people just wall walk up the fence. It's a lot easier for these guys to use the fence. I think it's a bad idea. Yeah, Figgy's back up. I don't know why he moves him to the fence there. Outside low kick lands again. Figgy definitely slowing down now. I'm getting greedy. I'm like, why can't we get another chance to put $1,000 on pure Yan? God. If Yan wasn't so good, we would be able to get one. Yan lands a left hook. Yan clinching right here up against the fence. Figgy with his mouth open here. Keep an eye out, maybe. I'm just gonna. I preloaded a Yan ticket and I put $1,000 in it. If at some point it changes, then I'll be ready to jump on it. But I doubt it. I can't play minus 800. I'd smash a minus 300 if I could see it. That's what it was pre-flight, right? Maybe a minus 400. I think he's dropping his hands. I'm happy with the over 2 rounds there. I think he looks completely different in this round. He's pushing it away, doesn't like the forward pressure, kick to the body there from Figgy, but he's on his back foot, backing away. 1-1-2 gives Figgy just a little bit more space. Yeah, on the forward pressure, cornering Figgy up against the fence. Nice left hand there from Yan. Kick to the body there from Figgy. Minus 810 still on the live line, yeah. Right hand to the body, left elbow over the top there from Yan. Oh, significant strikes. He came back, so yeah. Realistically, Yan could be up 3 rounds. Big left hands there. Yan's definitely winning this round now. It's going to move. If he wanted to get that 800, it's going to be gone. He's going to be minus 2,000 soon. Oh, jumping knee from Yan lands. 30 seconds left. Another left hook. It's hard because Yan doesn't shoot these typical takedowns, but he likes this trip. He keeps looking for it again. Yeah, there it is. Minus 2,100 on the live line. Man, I'm good at these lines. Mouthpiece keeps coming out. Calls time with 7 seconds left in the 3rd round. Nice throw to the body there from Figgy. Kick to the body there from Figgy. What's best for me? I think a Yan decision for me is best. I have a Yan decision only line, so I'd like to cash that. I'd like a Yan decision line. Cash that. And I didn't play any KO 345. I was thinking of it, but Yan KO 345 is plus 500, plus 550, which is kind of gross for a method and a round. And then we have all these Yan money lines. So we're happy. I'm fine. I'm stand pat, and we're there. Yeah. Yan's cruising at this point.
So we have some vintage BRE out now. Look at that. The beautiful uppercut as Figueiredo went to level change and forced it to the back. Body kick there. Remember, he's brought that one upstairs to the head quite a lot. And then let's just have another replica because those are beautiful to watch. Very, very interesting fight. BRE kind of pulling ahead right now. Left hand, right uppercut.
All right, that was a Yan round. Round number 4. I'm going to start it up. All right. Orthodox versus Orthodox. Figgy's still taking the center of the fence. Switches to southpaw. Yan switches. Yan's trying to mirror Figgy. As soon as he switches, he's switching as well. Both guys switching back and forth. Kick to the body there from Figgy. Yeah, Yan's mirror every time. Oh, he clipped him in the back of the head. Yan clipped him at the back of the head. Yeah, Figueiredo's down on the ground. Figueiredo, nice scramble. They're back up to their feet. I think it was back of the head, or like something happened where Figgy dropped for briefly and then scrambled back up to the feet. Nice kick to the body there from Figgy. That was blocked though. You'll definitely see a nap in my future. Well, Figgy on the shooting for a single leg. He changes the single leg to a body lock. And this takedown defense of Yan so good. So yeah, I didn't want to take Figgy overs because that was his overs takedown because that's his path to victory. But the takedown defense of Yan is so good. So I even now I don't even know what he's at, 1 or 2. I think the over under was at 1.5. Couple of strikes here from Yan on the fence. Yan's on one leg, but he's keeping a knee shield and the overhook to prevent the takedowns. Figgy just sort of stalling here up against the fence. Yan digs an underhook. Three minutes left in round number 4. Right hand lands for Yan. Left hand lands for Yan. Nice uppercut. High kick lands for Yan. Body kick lands for Yan, but body lock for Figgy. Clinching, knee on the break there from Yan. Another mouthpiece comes out. I always love it. There's like, they're fighters. They're trying to blow their heads off, throwing knees and elbows. Oh, but this guy lost a mouthpiece. Gotta protect the teeth. High kick blocked there from Yan. And the best part of that same game parlay is that, remember we saw Yan by decision? He was plus 110 to win a decision. And we got minus 140 at the end of the second round. So we paid maybe 50 cents, 50, 60 cents, and we got all of these like round 3, 4, 5 equity, right? So I wouldn't be surprised if Yan finishes him here, but I wouldn't be wanting to hold the Yan decision, paying the juice at plus 110, and then Yan destroys him in round 5 and stuff, right? So you pay a little bit more juice on the same game parlay, but it's worth it for the company. You can just sit back and not worry and watch the clock here in round number 4. Yan's good, man. 1-2 there from Figgy, misses. 90 seconds left in this round. Outside low kick. Switch from stances from Yan. Figgy showing Philly shell. Right hand lands for Figgy. That was probably the best shot that he has left. Doesn't have a ton of power left in his hands. He's trying to load up on these big strikes. 1 minute left for Yan. 1-2. Clinch here from Figgy. He needs like a spinning back elbow or something here. Some big moments. Like his chances of winning are dwindling here. Minus 3,500 on the live line. Can't touch it. And I'm not buying out here. Figgy, nice uppercut to the body. Jumping knee there from Yan. Nice uppercut from Yan. Ooh, now they're throwing. Right high kick, left uppercut there. Figgy lands a left over the top. Oh, big knockdown there for Figgy. Knockdown for Figgy. Uppercut lands for Figgy. Front high kick there from Figgy lands. Right hand, left elbow there. 10 seconds left. Oh, another left hand lands for Yan. Yeah, uppercut. Maybe, yeah. So keep an eye on this live line here. There's no way. It's King crashing down after the knockdown, right? So here's something interesting. Figgy lands a knockdown in that fight, in that round. You give him that round. And then remember, round 2 was very close, where I actually thought that Figgy could eke out the win. I know that Yan landed more strikes, but it's possible that Figgy won that round. I'm not willing to do it. I'll let it ride, but round by round scoring, I have it pretty close. I think I'm okay with letting it ride. I'm not going to add any more to Yan. And then, if you wanted to, you could hedge a little bit on the Figgy side, but I think we're okay. But nothing would surprise me. Jan's Corner says, if you win this round, you win the fight. So, okay. Probably. I'm going to let it stand. I need, again, decision anyway. Touch gloves, round number 5, and then set the timer. Nice jab there, lands from Yan. Snaps Figgy's head back a little bit.
But it was fleeting because within seconds, Fiorella turned it around.
Cool, big right uppercut there from Figgy off the guard. Now they're clinching. Nice knee there from Yan. Jab from Figgy lands. 1-1-2. Nice left hand on the break there from Yan lands. Tries that takedown again. The outside trip takedown. Outside low kick there lands for Yan. Yeah, Figgy's mouth is open, but he's moving fine. He looks like he's digging deep. It looks like his cardio is okay. His volume has come down a little bit, but not to the point where he's a corpse. Nice knee to the body. Nice uppercut to the body from Yan. Left right there from Yan lands. Another right uppercut lands from Yan. Another right jab lands for Yan. Right, big left uppercut lands for Yan. Figgy wearing it now. He's breathing big. 1-1-2 to the body from Figgy, partially landed. Oh, a nice right elbow there from Figgy. Right hook from Figgy. Goes overhand left from Figgy, misses. Switches to orthodox. Big right hand there from Figgy. Kick to the body there from Figgy. I wonder if the 5.5 hit. I didn't place any spread bets today, but left high kick there from Yan. Significant head strikes. We talked about this. Look at the numbers, 65 to 21. We talked about those numbers, right? Just the head strike defense of Figgy, the volume, the target of Yan, right? All of those added up, and it's basically what we saw on the stats. 2 minutes, 45 seconds left in the fight. Figgy coming forward still. Backing Yan up off the cage. Yan circles off. Miss jab there from Yan. Yan has a great two. Uppercut to the body. Liver shot there from Figgy lands. Over 4.5 hits. Whoever had the over 4.5. Right elbow, spinning back fist there from Yan. Almost missed. Yan says, I got a brick head and you're not going to knock me out. Nice slip there from Figgy. Figgy begging Yan to stay still so he can tee off on him. Everybody's pulling the Max Holloway, the originator. Oh, spinning back fist misses from Figgy. Tried it. That was his Hail Mary there. Right hand there lands for Yan. Watch his knee. Nice knee there from Figgy. Right left hand over the top there from Yan. Kick to the body. Another left hand lands for Yan. Switch kick lands for Yan. Less than 90 seconds left in this fight. Ooh, question mark kick there from Figueiredo off the guard. 1-2 lands for Figueiredo. What's happening there?
This is potentially anybody's fight. If a finish happens, it can happen from either side.
Ooh, headbutt. I think there's a headbutt there. Scramble on the feet. Less than a minute left in this fight. Senko says it's anybody's fight. Peter Yan's minus 5,000 on the live line. Another left hand lands for Yan. Another left hand. Right uppercut, left hook. Look at these strike numbers here. Yeah. Yan outlanded Figgy in every single round. It was a volume thing. It was a head strike thing. 15 seconds left. High kick. 10 seconds left. Yan looking for a double leg takedown here. 10 seconds left. 5 seconds. Left hand. All right. Goes to decision. All right. Goes to decision. We just need to fade any. Oh, it's like what? Minus 340. Who's giving up minus 340? All right, so we are waiting for the decision there. So what do we think? I don't know if he covered the price there. Okay, while we wait, let me just look. So let me just show you here. So if you go over to our website here, this is FightingStats.com. If you go over here to FightStats, I've tried to throw the report into there here. You can see the Power BI report. It's loading it all up. There is tons of data. We have data on over 700 different fighters here at Fighting Stats every day where our database is growing. We're working around the clock here, but you can see here you have the ability to come in. You can pick your favorite fighter from the drop down. You can put their name in, right? All of the numbers that we have here. You can pick who you want. You can filter by the opponent that they fought. You can filter by the stance that they're in, either forward or backwards, and then you can filter where they in orthodox or southpaw. So some fighters only stay in orthodox, some switch back and forth. Very good tool there for some of your research. And again, here, if you go down to the bottom, there's page 5 of 5 here. If you can see, my face is in the way, but here at the bottom, there's 5 out of 5. You can cycle through the different pages of the report. You can still interactively use those drop downs, right? Here's the time breakdown that we were talking about. You can pick the fighter that you want. You can go down and pick all of the other ones that you want as well. So all of the information is available on the website. And big news coming, we are working on an AI chatbot. We're basically using our database. I want to be able to come into this website here and just type in how many takedowns did Figueiredo land in that second round? How many strikes did Figueiredo land in round 5? Or how many left hands or how many kicks did he throw in round 2 of John Jones versus Stipe Miocic or something, right? It should be able to go into the database, find all the numbers for you. You can just pull it out without having to go into it. So very exciting. Here's the decision. All 3 judges. 50-45. So Figgy did not win any rounds. Petr Yan, 50-45. So none of them are 10-8s. And Figgy did not win a round, even though he got somewhat of a knockdown there. So we killed that live betting line. We played that one perfectly. We hit the same game parlay. We hit the props, that one there, and that Yan line. You know what bothers me, man? I had a Yan decision, Hernandez decision, Kavanaugh decision, and Kong decision. That Kong decision was cruising to decision. If that Kong one goes to decision, that was $138 to win $7,000. That one misses, but we ended up winning on that. We ended up winning the takedown props. Just a quick recap. We hit Yan in the same game parlays. Those ones hit. We hit Yan decision only. That one hit. Yan Shenan on the money line. We push on those Yan Shenan finish only. Let me just show you. Here's what we showed in our. Here's our overall results here. Let me show you so that you don't think I'm making this stuff up here. Okay, so here's the plays here. So we had Yan in the same game parlays. Those ones hit. Yan Shenan, these ones pushes. We had that Kong Wang, Gabriel Fernandez to go to decision. Those ones lost because of the head kick out of nowhere. We were bigger on the Volkan Ozdemir. I did take a shot at the plus 205 underdog. I don't mind that bet. I would play it again. Hernandez won. Hernandez Kavanaugh decision or parlay won together. Hernandez submission. That one was close. He had him down there on the second round, but didn't get there. Plus 420. A couple of long shots that didn't come through. These takedown props, these round robins hit as well, and then missed these long shot parlays. So other than the Volkan Ozdemir, which was a 220 underdog, and this fight goes to decision, we cleaned up on everything else. We are way ahead, and then I think on the live lines we were ahead as well. Let me just show you the betting results because some people are always, well, what have you done for me before and stuff here. So if you go over here to the full display, is it going to go up? Select all. Yes. Okay. I have to hit supply. Okay, hold on. Here we are. Let me move this down. She's gonna go all the way back up. I do keep a track of all of the bets that we bet, right? And I send them out before the fight, so you have them all available. This is going back to the beginning of 2024. Here it's at the top. So at the top here, I've also tracked by event. So starting with UFC Fight Night 234, all these events, and then going down to UFC 309. I got to put UFC Macau in here, and then go from there. So overall, we can see here 329 plus 566 because I do take a lot of shots on the dogs, and those round robins I count as long shots. I count as single bets there. So you'll see a lot more losses than wins, but overall up over 50 grand in profit. That does not include our live betting lines, right? You can see straight lines were up 11,000. We're up 19,000 in props. Parlays were up 35,000, and you can see long term. Same game parlays, long shot parlays are my killer. I'm down 15,000 on those ones, but I like to take a shot on some big money there. And then live bet as well, we're up about 48,000 in live betting, and you can see why we're sort of calling out all of those fights, and they're going exactly sort of how we predicted there. So let's keep it up, and hope you enjoyed the show. Again, check out FightingStats.com for all of the stats information. You can find it out on, you can join our thing. We have a QR code there at the top corner there. You can join our Patreon for free. Patreon.com/FightingStats here. I post some free plays there. I post our NFL plays, but I do try to, because again, I do have a team of data scientists that work for us that try to get all the stats out for us. So we're just trying to share the expenses there. So any money that we get paid there, and we can get more help, more stats. So again, all the best. Thank you very much for joining. I'm gonna have to tally up the strikes. Definitely ahead for tonight. Definitely made some profit. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys were able to get there as well. And yeah, let me know in the comments below what you guys thought. Anything we can improve. What do you guys think of this vertical video sort of thing? I don't know if I like it. I don't know if we're getting much engagement from Instagram. I wanted to post over to Instagram. So we'll take a look at that coming forward, see what the numbers are. But again, appreciate your time. Saturday morning, I have the whole day in front of me. A lot of sleeping, I think. I'm going to get some breakfast, and then we'll go from there. All the best to you guys. For my name is RC. Thanks for watching. Have a good one.
All right, guys. Well, that is it for today. Thank you very much for watching. If you like this type of content, make sure you smash the like button, hit the subscribe. You'll get notified anytime we put out new content. Listen to this. We just hit a massive part. Watching. If you like this type of content, make sure you smash the like button, hit the